Welcome inside Regency Furniture Stadium as we prepare for tonight's series finale between the home Southern Maryland Blue Crabs and the visiting Sugar Land Skeeters. Tonight's ball game marks the finale in a 4-game series with Sugar Land. This is the fourth of 20 games Southern Maryland will play against the Skeeters this season. Blue Crabs come in trailing the series 2-1. They dropped game 1 of the series 5-3 in extra innings on Monday, before winning Tuesday's ball game 3-2 in dramatic fashion behind a great outing from the starter, Justin DeFreitas. The Blue Crabs lost a high-scoring affair on Wednesday as the wind was blowing out. 7 home runs in the game as Sugar Land was able to hang on to a narrow 12-11 victory yesterday afternoon here in Regency Furniture Stadium. Tonight, the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs will send their all-time wins leader, Daryl Thompson, to the mound. He'll be tasked with finding a way to earn another victory and get Southern Maryland to split in the series and even up their record at 500, 7-7. Blue Crabs have done their best work at night this season as they're 5-3 in night games, just 1-4 in day games. Their lone win came in a Sunday doubleheader in their opening series in day games. Southern Maryland's offense has relied heavily on the long ball this season, putting up multiple runs in innings. 15 separate times this season, the Blue Crabs have scored 2 or more runs in an inning. They've hit 9 home runs thus far, including 2 yesterday. Their offense has sputtered at the plate through the season outside of the big innings. They've put up 103 strikeouts in 13 games, including 31 in the first 3 games of this series. They've posted just a 2-6 record in the 8 games that they've scored 3 or less runs this season. So they're going to have to put up run support behind Thompson, something they didn't do in his last outing. Last time out, Daryl Thompson, through 7 innings, gave up just 5 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, struck out 5, and was handed a loss at the hand of the Bridgeport Bluefish, as Southern Maryland was unable to put up a run off the reigning Atlantic League Pitcher of the Year, Jonathan Albaladejo, and they lost 2-0. So Thompson comes out to the mound, delivers a first pitch fastball that tails inside to the leadoff man for the 4th day in a row, moving over to shortstop Josh Prince. Prince shoots a second pitch fastball there, picked by Garcia at short, the long throw on to first, and Wilson makes the play at first for the first out of the inning here. That one was a line drive deep in the hole to Garcia. He had to make an awkward pick off to his glove side, bailing out of the way of the ball, but still managing to hang on to it. That'll bring up Lance Zawatsky, moving from shortstop to third base tonight. Zawatsky was one of few players in yesterday's game to struggle. He went 0 for 6. He swings on a first pitch fastball there, driven into the left field gap. That's going to get down, rolling to the wall. Zawatsky will trot into second base with a 1-out double, as Lance Zawatsky went 0 for 6 last night, but picks up a hit in his first at-bat here tonight. That'll bring up the star of yesterday's show, one of many, Jeremy Barfield. Barfield 3 for 5 yesterday. He hit 2 home runs, scored 3 runs. Both of his home runs were solo shots as he led off the 5th and the 6th inning with the home runs. So the dangerous righty digs in to face Thompson here. Thompson comes set, gives a look at Zawatsky at second. Winds and delivers. A fastball swung on. Hit to center field here. Brown drifting back. Coming in now. Makes the catch a little bit short of the warning track. He fires on to third as Zawatsky's tagging up. Not going to be in time, as that one got deep enough into the outfield to get Zawatsky into second. A heads-up move there, as he saw that that ball was drifting towards the warning track off of Barfield's bat, and he was able to tag up and advance to third, where a wild pitch or a passed ball could score him. That'll bring up the catcher, Travis Scott, back into the normal cleanup role for him. He was batting 6th yesterday, but has moved back up in the lineup as Thompson comes set and delivers a first pitch curveball that gets away from Wiggins. Sawatsky with a bad read on that one will have to hold where he is. It was a good move from Sawatsky to tag up and move to third for that reason right there. But he thought Wiggins smothered it as it kicked off behind him to the right side. Sawatsky was unable to see through the catcher and see that ball had gotten away and started moving back. Was unable to score there. So Thompson's behind 1-0 in the count here as he comes set, fires a fastball. That one's popped up, drifting towards the Blue Crabs dugout. Palmeiro, Wiggins, and Thompson all on the way. Wiggins turns the glove over and makes a basket catch. A good play behind the Blue Crabs on deck circle from Ryan Wiggins ends the inning. So Daryl Thompson pitches around a one-out double. He gives up no runs on one hit, no errors, and one man left on base. Southern Maryland comes to bat behind their leadoff man, Gary Brown. When we come back, you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network. Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as the leadoff man for the Blue Crabs digs in here in the bottom of the first. Gary Brown on his way to the plate for his first at-bat of the night. Brown, a big day yesterday, 2 for 5, including a leadoff home run. He takes a first pitch fastball inside from the right-hander Zach Zinicola for Sugarland. Zinicola making his third start of the season for the Skeeters today. Zinicola, the righty, delivers slider, called strike over the outside corner. 6'1", 220 righty out of Houston, Texas. Working out of the windup here with no men on. Delivers a fastball there, swung on, fouled back from Brown. Zinicola was drafted by the Washington Nationals in the 6th round of the 2006 MLB draft. He spent 7 seasons in the Nationals organization, reached as high as AAA. Zinicola winds and delivers another 0-2. That's a changeup that tails low and inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Zinicola joined the Bowie Bay Sox in 2013 for 1 season in the Baltimore Orioles organization, as he misses that one here to even the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. He didn't pitch again until 2016 after that 2013 campaign when he joined Sugar Land for the first time. He went 2-6 last year with a 2.93 ERA. As he snaps off a curveball here, fought off into right field, carrying a little bit as Benson came in but drifted back and made the catch for the first out in the bottom of the first inning for Southern Maryland. That'll bring up the second baseman, Danny Muno. Muno's been struggling as of late. He's just 1 for 9 in the series. Batting average has dropped to .209 on the year. Zinicola last year, 2-6 with a 2.93 ERA and 3 saves in 60 games. He picked up 49 strikeouts and 61.1 innings of work. He misses a fastball outside here to Muno, who's ahead in the count. Muno 0 for 3 last night, but scored a run as he drew 3 walks in the game. He was one of 3 Blue Crabs to score in the first inning yesterday, as after Gary Brown's leadoff home run, the Blue Crabs put up 2 more runs in the inning and got a 3-0 lead before the slugfest began. 7 home runs in the game, 5 from Sugar Land, 2 from Southern Maryland. As it appears, Zinicola has an issue here as the trainer and head coach Gary Gaetti head out to the mound to check on their starter. The pitching coach, Rafi Montalvo, will join them as their whole infield has come in with the manager and trainer to check on the starter and make sure everything's okay. Unsure what exactly happened, the shortstop and third baseman called time at the same time and came running in before being joined by Gaetti and trainer Max Mahaffey, as well as pitching coach Rafi Montalvo. Gaetti turns and signals to the bullpen as it looks like they're going to send Bobby Blevins out to warm up while they check on Zinicola here. No word yet, but there Zinicola goes as the trainer and pitching coach Rafi Montalvo will lift him after just 1 out here in the first inning. Not what Sugar Land wanted here in a 4-game series. They've used up a lot of the bullpen as they threw 6 different pitchers yesterday. They're carrying 13 on the roster, 5 starters. Leaves them only 3 people that didn't throw yesterday out of their bullpen. But manager Gary Gaetti makes the move early as his starter had to be lifted from the game. So we'll get you the details on the pitching change when we come back. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network. are back inside Regency Furniture Stadium after an injury lifted the starter Zach Zenicola here in the bottom of the first. Danny Muno digs back in ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes as he takes a fastball inside there from the new pitcher for Sugarland, number 19, Bobby Blevins. So Blevins behind 3 balls, no strikes, misses high here as Muno draws another walk. He drew 3 last night, like we mentioned before the break. And Danny Muno is aboard with 1 out. And that'll bring in the first baseman, number 29, Zach Wilson, for his first at-bat tonight. Wilson struggling as of late as he digs in against Blevins, hitting just .250 over the last 5 games, .243 over the last 10. He's ahead in the count here, 1 ball, no strikes after taking that fastball. Blevins was sitting in the dugout, not even down in the bullpen, as he throws over and checks on Muno there. As I was saying, sitting in the dugout, not even the bullpen, when manager Gary Gaetti turned around and signaled to him. Blevins quickly ran out to the bullpen to try to get loose a little bit, but before he could throw a pitch down there, was summoned to the mound as it was determined that Zenicola could no longer throw. So their starter finishes the game with 1/3 of an inning. He gives up no hits and is not responsible for Muno on first, as Wilson's ahead 2-0 here. He swings on a fastball, fly ball into shallow center. Center fielder Derek Miller drifting over to his left in right center field makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So we mentioned before the break, manager Gary Gaetti used 5 of his 8 available relievers yesterday. By available, I mean available on the roster. He used 5 of 8 yesterday, so he was not looking for Zenicola to throw just 1 out here in this game. Was trying to reserve some of that bullpen, but instead has had to turn to Blevins early here. And with 2 outs and a man on first, Blevins comes set to face Mike Snyder, as Snyder takes a big cut on a fastball, fouls it straight back. Snyder had been struggling all season before his home run 2 days ago in the bottom of the 8th. Got him going yesterday. He was 3 for 5, scored a run. He doubled twice in that game, but reached base all 5 at-bats. As that one misses high, Muno off on the pitch, safe at second. And Danny Muno records a stolen base here to get in scoring position for Snyder. As I was saying, Snyder 3 for 5 yesterday, reached base in all 5 of his first at-bats before grounding out to the first baseman, Travis Scott, to end the game in the bottom of the 9th. Reached on error in the first yesterday, drove in a run, before back-to-back doubles, a walk, and a single in the bottom of the 8th. So he's got a man in scoring position with a 1-1 count and 2 outs, as Blevins delivers low and away here, and Snyder's ahead 2 balls and 1 strike. Muno reached via the walk as he was ahead 2 balls and no strikes on the count against Zenicola before he was lifted. Blevins came in through 2 straight balls to put him aboard. He snaps a curveball off, takes for called strike to bring the count to 2-2. That was Danny Muno's 4th stolen base of the year already. As between him and leadoff man Gary Brown, they've been wreaking havoc on the base path. Brown has 6 stolen bases of his own to join Muno's 4 from the 1-2 hitters. That 2-2 changeup is swung on with a big cut and missed as Snyder goes down on strikes to end a crazy bottom of the first as the starter was lifted after just 1 out. The Blue Crabs go down. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. We're heading to the top of the second. Daryl Thompson returns to the mound. When we come back, you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey, this is Cody Epley, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Cooperstown is where you, your family, and your friends can relive baseball's greatest moments and honor the all-time greats of the game. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
Hey fans, be sure to join us every Thursday home game for Foster's Grill, Wings, and Beer Night. For just $30, you can enjoy a ticket to the game, as well as 2 hours of all-you-can-eat Foster's Wings and all-you-can-drink beer. The event takes place every Thursday home game throughout the season from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. in our Legends Club. For more information on this or any other exciting offers throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
For any sign, banner, or custom graphics needs, be sure to check out Fast Signs of Waldorf. Fast Signs works with you to create a targeted message that brings interest to your product, and their expert graphic design artists bring your ideas to life for you. For more information on their products and services, visit their website at fastsigns.com/2017 or stop by their Waldorf location located at 11750 Business Park Drive, Suite 105, open Monday through Friday. Fast Signs, the official sign partner of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs.
Hey, this is Gary Brown, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as we head to the top of the second. 0-0 here. And in digs the number 5 hitter today for the Skeeters, Joe Benson. As Daryl Thompson delivers a tailing fastball called strike over the inside part of the plate. And he's ahead of the 5 hitter here. Benson batted cleanup yesterday. Went 1 for 5 as he shoots one to right center field here. Zach Cohn drifting over, Wind playing with it a little bit, but Cohn able to make the catch to record the first out here in the top of the second. Wind was blowing hard from right field to left field and out of the ballpark yesterday. Has changed drastically today as it's blowing in from left to right. Don't expect to see the 7 home runs we saw yesterday again today, as a couple of those yesterday were just thrown up in the wind and carried out. Today they'll die up there and as the Storms roll in later tonight. Thompson delivers a first pitch strike to the designated hitter, Andy Wilkins. Wilkins has been out all series with an injury. This is his first game against Southern Maryland. Thompson winds and delivers a changeup, bounces in front of the plate to bring the count to 1-1. Storm's expected to roll in a little bit later tonight between 8:30 and 9 p.m., so we'll see how it plays out, but if Thompson's able to pitch quickly, we should be able to get it in before the big storms hit. As Thompson delivers another changeup here, missing away, 2 balls and 1 strike. The veteran righty winds and delivers. That one swung on, hit deep to right center field, but the wind's killing it as we mentioned, and Gary Brown drifts over and easily makes the catch. That one looked good off of the bat, but sat up there and died about 10 feet short of the warning track. The lineup for Sugarland today: Josh Prince led off, Zawadzki, Barfield, and Scott we all saw in the first inning. We've seen Benson and Wilkins here in the second, as the first baseman Chris Nelson is up to bat now, and he'll be followed by Derek Miller, and second baseman tonight, Anthony John Santi. Thompson delivers first pitch changeup, called strike over the inside part of the plate to Nelson here. And he winds and delivers a curveball that bounces in the left-handed batter's box to even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lineup is the same behind Thompson as it was yesterday behind Pat Mish. Vaughn in left, Brown in center, Cohn in right, Palmero, Garcia, Muno, and Wilson across the infield from left to right, and Wiggins behind the plate as that fastball misses low from Thompson to bring the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Thompson winds and delivers. That one's fouled off over the visiting dugout to bring the count to 2-2. Thompson's 1-1 on the season with a 2.08 ERA. We mentioned 7 innings, just 2 runs in his last start. As his first start of the year, he threw 6 strong innings, gave up no runs before turning it over to the closer and picking up a win as that one swung on by Nelson and rolled down the third baseline. So the count's even, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here as Thompson winds and delivers a changeup swung on and missed by Nelson. As Darryl Thompson works a 1-2-3, top of the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for Sugarland. Southern Maryland looks to get an early lead in the second. When we come back, you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey everyone, this is Sam Runyon from the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Join us at the park every Wednesday home game to enjoy Wednesday Pub Grub Night. Every Wednesday will feature $3 Coors Light cans, $5 draft beer, and $5 Pub Grub specials. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
At their location at 173 St. Patrick's Drive, Grill 13 makes it easy to enjoy their Irish fare and great drink specials every day. At Grill 13, they believe in good food, good drinks, good people, coupled with extraordinary customer service and cleanliness to make you feel part of the family. Whether lunch, dinner, or a round of drinks after the long workday, visiting Grill 13 is always a great experience. Feel free to come relax with family, friends, or even fly solo with a premium cocktail. Our handmade pulled pork, fresh wings, bangers and mash, or any one of their tasty dishes. Then indulge in one of Grill 13's famous premium handmade Sugar Lips desserts. Call 301-645-2983 or visit grillwithane13.com.
The Blue Crabs would like to thank Domino's Pizza for their sponsorship for the 2017 season. Be sure to try Domino's new stuffed cheesy bread or their oven-baked sandwiches, featured on their 2 for $5.99 menu. To find a location near you or to place an order online, please visit www.dominos.com. Domino's Pizza, the official pizza sponsor of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs.
Hey, this is Austin Fleet, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as we head to the bottom of the second. Corey Vaughn digs in, takes a first pitch fastball away from reliever Bobby Blevins, who has come on for the injured starter Zach Zinicola. Blevins behind in the count 1-0, delivers a fastball, swung on a high foul ball to deep left field from Vaughn there. Took a big cut on that 1-0 fastball and fouled it off down the left field line. Blevins, 6 foot, 200 pounds, right-handed pitcher out of Briarcliff Manor, New York. He winds and delivers here. Fastball called strike over the outside part of the plate to Corey Vaughn, as he's now ahead of Vaughn, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Blevins has thrown in 2 games so far, 7 innings, as he's the long reliever. Misses a fastball outside here. He's given up 5 hits, 1 run, struck out 7 and walked 3 in those 2 games. His ERA currently sits at 1.29, has not factored into a decision yet this year. He winds and delivers. That one shot over the third baseman's head, down the left field line. Vaughn rounds first base, on his way to second. The throw from Barfield, the slide from Vaughn, not in time, as the ball skipped away from Anthony Jansanti Vaughn had beaten it anyway, as Corey Vaughn, with a leadoff double, will bring up his roommate, the right fielder, Zach Cohn. Cohn had another big game yesterday, as he's batting .546 in the series. He's 6 for 11 against Sugar Land. Yesterday went 1 for 3 with 3 RBIs, 2 sacrifice flies, as he's got Vaughn in scoring position here with nobody out. Shoots a ground ball to the shortstop here, as Vaughn tries to advance but gets caught in a rundown. Cohn breaking for second as Vaughn gives himself up, but allows Zach Cohn to advance to second on the fielder's choice. Vaughn thought that one was a little more up the middle, but it was too far out in front of him, and the shortstop Prince was able to pick it up and flip it onto Zawadzki and start the rundown. Vaughn made it last long enough to get Cohn all the way up to second, though. That'll bring up Patrick Palmero. Palmero with 8 RBIs on the season thus far, as he's got Zach Cohn in scoring position once again. So Blevins comes set, checks on Cohn, delivers a fastball called strike over the inside part of the plate. On Monday, Palmero was able to drive Cohn in from second twice, as he singled in the 4th after a Cohn double to score him, and then homered in the 6th. Once again after a Cohn double and scoring him for the second time that game, as he takes a cut here and fouls it back. No balls, 2 strikes. Palmero 3 for 10 in the series against his former team. We mentioned the home run. He has 3 RBIs as well. He was 0 for 3 yesterday, but scored a run in the 12-11 game against Sugar Land, as he shoots a fastball past the diving glove of Zawadzki. Cohn got a good jump on it. He's running all the way. The throw from Barfield not in time, as Zach Cohn scores, but Patrick Palmero, caught in a rundown, will be tagged out by the first baseman Chris Nelson, as he tried to round it and go to second on the throw, but wasn't able to do so. The catcher Scott caught it, didn't make the attempt at Cohn, and threw behind. So it's going to go down as an RBI single for Patrick Palmero before he's tagged out. But he picks up his team-leading 9th RBI, as the one-out single scores Zach Cohn from second. So with 2 outs in the inning, that'll bring up the shortstop Edwin Garcia. Garcia 1 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI yesterday, as Blevins delivers that one outside, and Garcia's ahead 1 ball, no strikes. These two teams are currently tied for second in the Freedom Division, as Blevins gets a fastball called strike here, 1-1. They're both 6-7 coming into the game. Pending the results across the league, the winner of this game could leave tied for first in the division. That curveball there called a ball as it kicked off the glove of the catcher Travis Scott. So Blevins behind 2-1, winds and delivers to Garcia. Check swing, but called strike anyway by the home plate umpire Jim Clayton. Clayton was behind the plate for game 1 of the series as well. We mentioned Blevins has 2 outings on the year. He threw April 24th against Bridgeport, 3 scoreless innings. As Garcia shoots one to shortstop here, Prince picks it up, throws on to Nelson at first, and Edwin Garcia makes the final out of the inning. But not before the Blue Crabs put up 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. They lead 1-0 heading to the top of the 3rd. Darryl Thompson heads back out to the mound. When we come back, you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey fans, this is Austin Fleet, right-handed pitcher for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Be sure to join us at the ballpark every Tuesday home game for our new 2 days. During these games, concessions will be offering fans $2 pretzels, popcorn, and peanuts. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
The Blue Crabs are excited to welcome local Tri-County schools to Regency Furniture Stadium for our baseball and education days. Wednesday, May 3rd and Wednesday, May 17th, the Blue Crabs will welcome area students for a day of baseball and learning fun at the ballpark. This will include in-game learning activities as well as performances by the Knights of Medieval Times. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or you can call us at 301-638-9788. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to congratulate Christian Lopez on being voted by fans as the starting catcher on the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Lopez was drafted in the 6th round of the 2003 MLB Amateur Draft by the Tampa Bay Rays. Lopez signed with Southern Maryland in 2010 where he hit .274 with 7 home runs and 7 stolen bases in his debut season. Lopez was also named an Atlantic League All-Star in what proved to be his final season with the team, 2012. In 285 career games for the Blue Crabs, Lopez collected 20 home runs, 106 RBIs, and 26 stolen bases.
Hey, this is Zach Cohn, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as Daryl Thompson back out to the mound, pitching with a lead as the Blue Crabs put up one in the bottom of the second. He'll face the 8-9-1 for Sugarland, led off by the center fielder Derek Miller. Miller hits a first pitch pop-up back behind catcher Ryan Wiggins, who makes the play in foul territory on the warning track behind home plate. And that's going to go down as the first out of the inning. Thompson giving up just one hit so far, a one-out double back in the first to Lance Zawadzki, who advanced to third on the sacrifice fly, but Thompson stranded him there. So he's got one out here in the top of the third, and that'll bring up second baseman tonight, Anthony Johnsanti. We've seen Johnsanti bounce around a little bit. He started the first game at third base as well as the second before moving to left field yesterday, and second base tonight as he takes a fastball low, 1 ball, no strikes. Thompson winds and delivers here. That's another fastball fouled off down the right field line into the crowd. Johnsanti 2 for 5 with 2 runs scored yesterday. Batted in the 7 hole yesterday, moved down to 9 today with Andy Wilkins being reinserted into the lineup. 1-1 count. Thompson delivers a fastball low and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Johnsanti singled in the 4th and the 5th inning for the Skeeters. Scored in both of those. As that one shot down the third base line to Patrick Palmero. Palmero picks it up on to Wilson at first for the second out of the inning here. Daryl Thompson, 2 quick outs here in the third, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Josh Prince. Prince swung on the first pitch in his first at-bat, grounded out to his counterpart, Edwin Garcia. Prince was 2 for 6 yesterday with a home run, a 2-run shot off of reliever Sam Runyon. Thompson delivers a fastball that tails low and inside here, 1 ball, no strikes. Prince picked up 3 RBIs in the game yesterday, as he scored Derek Miller on a double in the third as well before homering in the 5th. Thompson gets a fastball, low and away here, and will run the count to 2 balls and no strikes. Thompson in his 6th season with Southern Maryland as he gets a called strike low and inside here to bring the count to 2-1. He's the Blue Crabs' all-time leader in wins and innings pitched. He also ranks second all-time in strikeouts behind only teammate Gabby Hernandez. Thompson snaps off a curveball here, swung on and missed by Prince to bring the count to 2 strikes. Thompson, last year with the Blue Crabs, struggled a little bit after a big 2016 season. Fires a fastball, just misses low here. He was the opening day starter in 2016. After 2015, where he went 10-5 with a 3.18 ERA and 22 starts. He misses a fastball here, and a 2-out walk to Prince will bring up the third baseman, Lance Zawadski. Zawadski, we mentioned, doubled into the left field gap in his first at-bat. With the speedy Prince on first, the stolen base is always a threat. He has 4 on the year already. So Thompson got to keep an eye on him, as you don't want him on the move for the dangerous Zawadski. Thompson steps off here to settle himself. Taking a long look in at Ryan Wiggins. Comes set. Look at Prince, who's off. The pitch out. Throw on to second is in time, as Prince is caught stealing to end the inning. A good call there from Darryl Thompson and Ryan Wiggins as they catch Prince on the pitch out, going on the first pitch. So no runs for Sugar Land on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Darryl Thompson scoreless through 3, pitching with a 1-0 lead. The Blue Crabs come up to bat looking to give him more run support when we return. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey, this is Danny Muno, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey kids, don't forget that every Sunday is Kids Day at Regency Furniture Stadium. Every Sunday home game throughout the year, kids can enjoy a pregame autograph session with the players, as well as free admission to Pinch's Playground and post-game run the bases on the Blue Crabs field. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
TN Bose Heating and Air Conditioning is proud to present Fans for Our Fans at Regency Furniture Stadium this 2017 season. When the temperature at game time is expected to be a scorcher, TN Bose will do what they do best, keep you always the right temperature, by providing hand fans to the first 200 guests entering the stadium that day. Learn more about their technologically advanced AeroSeal duct sealing procedure online at tnbose.com. TN Bose, for all of your air conditioning and heating needs.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs want to congratulate Casey Benjamin on being named as the second baseman on the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Benjamin was signed out of Tennessee Technological Institute by the Texas Rangers organization, where he made his professional baseball debut. He signed with Southern Maryland in 2010, where he hit .304 with 20 home runs in 112 games. Benjamin played in 327 career games with the Blue Crabs, hitting 54 home runs and driving in 209 runs over his 3 seasons with the team.
Hey, this is Kalaika Kaho'ahalahala, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium, Blue Crabs lead 1-0, heading to the bottom of the third, as in digs the catcher Ryan Wiggins to face Blevins, as Wiggins shoots one into the gap by first base. Nelson, with a good backhanded play, flips it onto Blevins covering for the first out here in the bottom of the third. Blevins working his third inning here as he came in after one batter for Zach Zinicola. As in digs the one batter that Zinicola did face, Gary Brown. Brown 0 for 1 on the day. He flew out to right field in his first at-bat. Blevins, the long reliever, not necessarily a starter. He doesn't have a start this season, but has worked 7 innings in 2 outings as he delivers a fastball outside called strike. We mentioned April 24th, 3 innings of scoreless work against Bridgeport. And the last time he pitched was April 30th against Lancaster. He threw 4 innings, gave up just 1 run on 3 hits, recorded 5 strikeouts. Misses a fastball up and inside here to Brown. The righty winds and delivers a changeup. Misses up and in to bring the count to 2 balls and 1 strike to the center fielder for Southern Maryland. Brown off to a good start this year, hitting .306 with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs thus far, as well as 6 stolen bases we mentioned earlier. Blevins gets a fastball called strike over the outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brown's hitting .308 in the series, .413 with a home run. He's on a 5-game hitting streak coming into today, and he hits a dribbler back to the mound here. Blevins picks it up, steps and throws on to first. As that'll be the second out in the inning here, and bring up the second baseman, Danny Muno. Muno walked and stole second in his first at-bat, but was stranded there. As he digs in, the switch hitter batting from the left side against the righty, Blevins. Blevins winds and delivers fastball called strike here. We noted Muno's struggles of late, as he's hitting just .125, 2 for 16 in the last 5 games. He takes a strike here, no balls, 2 strikes to Danny Muno. Behind in the count, Blevins throws a fastball up that Muno takes to bring the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Blevins working quick, winds and delivers a curveball, swung on, hit deep down the right field line, but that's going to drift foul. Muno 1 for 9 in the series thus far. 3 walks last night, 1 tonight already. So he's getting on base, he's just struggling average-wise for the time being. Blevins delivers the 1-2, elevates a fastball, swung on and missed by Muno as he goes down on strikes. A 1-2-3 inning for Bobby Blevins as the Blue Crabs go down, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Daryl Thompson back to the mound for his 4th inning of work. When we return, you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Be sure to bring Mom out to the ballpark on May 14th to celebrate Mother's Day as the Blue Crabs take on the Somerset Patriots. All mothers will have a chance to participate in a post-game Blue Crabs Diamond Dig for a chance to win a Diamond prize package. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or you can call us at 301-638-9788.
Hey Blue Crabs fans, this is Justin DeFreitas. For all my grocery and deli needs, I head over to Nick's of Clinton. Nick's of Clinton aims to offer a unique shopping alternative to the larger grocery stores while providing a family-oriented experience for all their customers. Nick's of Clinton, the official hot dog and sausage sponsor of Southern Maryland Blue Crabs.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to congratulate Eric Crozier on being voted by fans as the starting first baseman on the Blue Crabs 10-year team. Crozier was originally drafted in the 41st round of the 2000 MLB Amateur Draft by the Cleveland Indians and made his MLB debut in 2004 with the Toronto Blue Jays. While in the major leagues with the Blue Jays, he collected 2 home runs in 14 games in his 2004 debut season. He signed with Southern Maryland in 2008, hitting .265 with 13 home runs and 10 stolen bases that season. He appeared in 279 career games for the Blue Crabs, collecting 44 home runs and 149 RBIs in 3 seasons.
Hey, this is Rob Carson, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium, Blue Crabs lead 1-0 heading into the top of the 4th as Daryl Thompson returns to the mound Delivers a first pitch fastball up and away to Lance Zawadski. Zawadski came up to bat in the top of the third with Josh Prince on first, but a pitch out caught Prince stealing to end the inning. So Zawadski comes back up, and he's ahead 2 balls and no strikes against Thompson here. Zawadski hitting 188 on the year coming into today. Doubled back in the first as he takes a strike over the outside part of the plate, 2-1. He has 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, as well as 2 stolen bases. He's scored 7 runs already as he takes a big cut there. Fouled back, 2-2. We were talking about Thompson briefly before the break. In his 6th season with Southern Maryland, back in 2015, 10-5 with a 3.18 ERA. That tied him for 6th in the Atlantic League in wins, as Zawadski pulls one foul down the first baseline. He was an all-star in that 2015 season. He was named the opening day starter for 2016. Struggled there. 23 games, 22 starts. He posted a 5-9 record with a 4.69 ERA. As he gave up 75 runs in 132 innings of work. He gets Zawadski to foul one back here. Count will remain where it is, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Thompson has returned to form thus far in the season, giving up just 3 runs in 13 innings of work, as his ERA sits at 2.08, and he's 1-1 to this point in the season. Thompson winds and delivers the 2-2 changeup, swung on, fouled back once again by Zawadski. Thompson is the 3rd starter in a row to have Major League experience on this Blue Crabs roster, as Justin DeFreitas was the opening day starter. Before his release earlier today, Pat Mish was starting behind DeFreitas. Mish made the start yesterday, got the loss, and was released overnight. And now Thompson, the 3rd MLB experienced guy to throw in a row, as he has a fastball tail up and away here to run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Thompson made his Major League Baseball debut on June 21st, 2008 against the New York Yankees at Yankee Stadium. Under the bright lights of New York, as Zawadski fouls that one off to keep the count full once again. We'll see a payoff pitch from Thompson. We mentioned Zawadski 0 for 6 yesterday. One of the few guys to struggle at the plate. But he bounced back with a double in the first here. And he takes a fastball that tails away and draws a leadoff walk here in the top of the 4th inning. So the dangerous Jeremy Barfield comes up to bat now. He hit a sacrifice fly to deep center field back in the first that advanced Zawadski to 3rd base. But he was stranded there. Barfield 3 for 5 yesterday, 2 home runs, 3 runs scored. He's hit safely in 7 of the last 9 games, batting .416 with 3 home runs in that span. All 3 of those home runs have come against Southern Maryland, as he takes a big cut here and misses and behind in the count. He homered in the first game of the series off of Gabby Hernandez, the only earned run Hernandez allowed in that game. We mentioned the 2 yesterday off of Mish and Runyon. Thompson comes set, delivers a fastball that misses inside here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Barfield currently leads the league in home runs with 5. As Thompson comes set, gives the look at first, winds and delivers a changeup in the dirt that Wiggins smothers. As I was saying, Barfield leads the league in home runs at 5, hits with 20, runs scored with 14, total bases with 38, and he's the reigning Atlantic League MVP, and he also leads the league in extra base hits with 8 of those. takes a big cut here once again, swung on and missed. And the count's even at 2-2. Barfield's tied for 4th in the league with 9 RBIs, as well as leading in the multiple categories we mentioned. Thompson comes set here, gives a look at first once again, kicks and delivers fastball, misses low. Thompson currently sits 10th in the league with that 2.08 ERA. He's given up just 9 hits on the year coming into today. Only given up 1 thus far. He's got a full count here to Barfield as he drops a changeup, swung on and missed by the big left fielder, and Darrell Thompson gets a strikeout for the first out of the inning. That'll bring in the catcher, Travis Scott. Scott popped up in foul territory over by the Blue Crabs dugout to end the first inning and strand Zawadzki at third. He'll come up to bat with 1 out in the inning, and Zawadzki on first this time. First pitch grounded to Wilson, on to Garcia at second, who throws it to Thompson at first, covering and makes the play. The 3-6-1 double play ends the inning for Darrell Thompson as he gives up no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Blue Crabs lead 1-0 heading to the bottom of the 4th. When we come back, you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey, this is Cody Hebner, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey kids, this is Gary Brown, center fielder for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. If you are under 12 years old, make sure to check out our Chick-fil-A Back Fin Buddies program. For just $15, kids will receive free admission to all 7 Friday home games this season, as well as a commemorative Back Fin Buddies lunchbox and baseball. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
There's no better way to celebrate Independence Day than with America's pastime. Be sure to join the Blue Crabs this July 4th as they take on the Sugarland Skeeters for the Red, White, and Blue Crabs celebration, featuring a post-game fireworks extravaganza presented by Wawa. There's also a post-game jersey auction presented by the Southern Maryland Business Network. For more information on this and every other exciting event throughout the season, please visit somdbluecrabs.com or call 301-638-9788.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs want to congratulate Pat Osborne on being named the starting third baseman on the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Osborne was originally drafted in the second round of the 2002 MLB Amateur Draft by the Cleveland Indians. He signed with Southern Maryland in 2008, where he hit .326 with 17 home runs and 106 RBIs in his debut season. In 5 years with the Blue Crabs, Osborne finished with a .297 batting average while hitting 39 home runs and collecting 225 RBIs in 386 career games with the team.
Hey, this is Edwin Garcia, and you listen to the Blue Crab Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium, Blue Crabs lead 1-0 heading to the bottom of the 4th as in digs the number 3 hitter, first baseman Zach Wilson. Wilson takes a first pitch slider there, swung on and missed. No balls, 1 strike against Blevins, who heads in to his 4th inning of work. Fastball misses high from the long reliever here. Bobby Blevins, of course, relieving Zach Zenicola, who left after just facing Gary Brown in a 2-0 count to Danny Muno. Had to exit due to an arm injury as that curveball there bounces to bring the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. We mentioned Blevins, 6 foot, 200 pounds, out of Briarcliff Manor, New York. He was drafted by the Los Angeles Dodgers in the 13th round of the 2007 MLB Draft. He winds and delivers to Wilson here. That one's rolled weakly down the third base line to the coaching box, and the count's even at 2-2. Blevins spent 4 seasons in the Dodgers organization, before moving to Rockland of the Canadian American Association in 2011. He joined the Long Island Ducks in 2012 and spent 5 seasons in Long Island, collecting 17 Atlantic League wins. A high fly ball from Wilson here to center field dies up in the wind we mentioned earlier, blowing in. Sounded good off the bat, but will go down as the first out here in the bottom of the 4th. And that'll bring up the designated hitter tonight, Mike Snyder. Snyder struck out back in the 1st on a big cut on a curveball, stranding Danny Muno at second base. Last season in Long Island, Blevins went 2-12 with a 5.51 ERA in 23 games. He made 22 starts last year before moving to his long relief role this season with Sugar Land. Delivers a first pitch curveball that tailed away from Snyder there to bring the count to 1 ball, no strikes to the big DH. Snyder digs back in, takes a cut on a fastball inside there, but a little bit out in front of that one. The count's even, 1 ball and 1 strike to the All-Star last season, Michael Snyder. Snyder appeared in 95 games for the Blue Crabs last year. Finished the season with a .304 batting average, 25 home runs, and his 65 RBIs were second on the team. He takes a fastball outside here to bring the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Mentioned Snyder struggling most of the year thus far. Was 3 for 5 last night with 2 doubles and a run scored as he checks his swing there but didn't go around. The count goes to 3-1. His batting average has come up to .240 on the season. It was sitting down at .150, but after hitting .357, 5 for 14 in the season in the series thus far, it's up to .240 with the home run, 3 RBIs. Takes a cut here on a changeup in the dirt, 3 balls, 2 strikes. He brings a 4-game hitting streak into this one tonight. As he digs back in with the count full, Blevins winds and delivers the payoff pitch. Fastball called strike 3 over the outside corner. Snyder dropped the bat and went to take off the leg guard before home plate umpire Jim Clayton came up to ring him up for the second out here in the bottom of the 4th. That'll bring up left fielder Corey Vaughn. Vaughn 1 for 1 thus far. He doubled to lead off the second inning, was forced out on a fielder's choice from Zach Cohn, but got in a run down long enough to advance Cohn to second, where Cohn would eventually score on a Patrick Palmero single. Vaughn takes a first pitch fastball low. He's ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes here against Blevins. Blevins winds and delivers another fastball, big cut by Vaughn, but a little bit tardy there, and the count's even 1-1. Vaughn hitting .190 on the season thus far. He's just 2 for 11 in the series. He was 1 for 2 yesterday with a run scored. He takes that fastball away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Vaughn walked in the 1st yesterday before striking out. He doubled in the 5th to score a run. Walked again in the 6th and walked again in the 8th. 3 walks, as well as Danny Muno's 3 walks. The Blue Crabs walked 11 times last night against Sugar Land, as well as matching that up with 11 hits, but stranded 11 base runners and were unable to win the game by a final score of 12-11. 2-2 pitch here from Blevins, a curveball, check swing from Vaughn. Home plate umpire sends it down to Don Meyer at first base, who says he didn't go around. Blevins was walking it off like he had him, but instead will face his second full count in a row. Winds and delivers a payoff pitch. This curveball tails away from Vaughn, who draws another walk, his 4th in the last 2 games. And he's aboard with 2 outs for Zach Cohn. Cohn's hot streak started on Sunday when he was 3 for 5 against Bridgeport. He came home, went 3 for 5 in the first game of the series against Sugar Land, before going 3 for 5 in the second game as well, and was 1 for 3 yesterday. So he bats with 2 outs here. He hits a ground ball to the third baseman, Zawadzki, who sends it on to Jansanti at second. And the fielder's choice will end the inning as Bobby Blevins works a scoreless top of the fourth. He gives up no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Daryl Thompson heads back out to the mound, still leading 1-0 as we go to the top of the 5th inning here at Regency Furniture Stadium. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Blue Crabs fans, what's more American than baseball and a barbecue cookout? Quite frankly, the two go together like stars and stripes, rockets and red glare, and liberty and the pursuit of happiness. So when you come to Regency Furniture Stadium's all-you-can-eat picnic pavilion, you get both at a great price. The best part is that groups from 20 to 400 plus can enjoy the picnic pavilion, and when you include this home run of a deal with the kids park, paddle boats, and on-field fun, you have a grand slam of an opportunity. Call today at 301-638-9788 to speak with a sales executive or visit somdbluecrabs.com for more information.
Attention, all Girl Scouts. Friday, June 16th is Girl Scout Night and Sleepover presented by Maryland 529. All Girl Scouts will be recognized during the game against the New Britain Bees and have the opportunity to register for a post-game sleepover on the field. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or you can call us at 301-638-9788.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to congratulate Travis Garcia on being named the starting shortstop on the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Garcia was originally drafted by the New York Mets in the 21st round of the 2003 MLB Amateur Draft. He signed with Southern Maryland in 2008, their debut season, and in 2009 he hit .353 with 16 home runs and 63 RBIs. In 5 seasons with the Blue Crabs, Garcia finished with 59 home runs and 229 RBIs in 330 games.
Hey, this is Patrick Palmero, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium, Daryl Thompson back to the mound with a 1-0 lead here in the top of the 5th inning as Joe Benson, the 5-hitter, swings on a first pitch fastball, shoots it into the right field gap. Cohn and Brown give chase. Benson around second base, being waved to third, and he'll be up standing as Joe Benson shoots one into right field for a leadoff triple. As Sugarland is off to a big start here in the 5th. Same 5th inning. That was big for them yesterday. Big in general. 12 runs scored in yesterday's 5th inning. 6 for each team. Sugarland was ahead 4-3 coming into the 5th, but behind 3 home runs in the inning, were able to put up a 10-3 lead. The Blue Crabs fought all the way back, capping it with a Ryan Wiggins grand slam, scoring 6 of their own in the bottom half. Man on third, nobody outs for the designated hitter, Andy Wilkins, who shoots one into right field as well. Zach Cohn drifting back, makes the catch at the wall, as that one will be deep enough to score Benson easily. On a different night, I think Andy Wilkins might have had a home run there, but instead it'll go down as a sac fly to deep right field and tie the game here in the top of the 5th inning for Sugarland. Wilkins was just a couple of feet away from his first home run of the season, but instead gets the RBI on the sacrifice fly, as that brings in the first baseman Chris Nelson, who checks his swing. A first pitch changeup, but a called strike anyway. Nelson struck out to end the 2nd inning as he takes a big cut on a tailing fastball here from Thompson. No balls and 2 strikes to the first baseman Nelson. Nelson was the hero back in Game 1 for Sugarland. His 2-run homer in the top of the 10th inning proved to be the game winner, as the closer Felipe Paulino was able to come in and work a scoreless bottom of the 10th to notch the first win for Sugarland in this 4-game series. Thompson delivers a 1-2 curve. Ball swung on, rolled down the line. Thompson slides, makes the throw on to first. Not sure it would have been in time anyway, but Zach Wilson had to come off the base to make the play and keep it from rolling down the line. An athletic move there from Thompson. He slid and popped back up, throwing across his body all the way across the diamond. A couple of feet wide of first base, though, as that's going to go down as a hit for Sugar Land. So Chris Nelson's aboard with 1 out, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Derek Miller. Miller was 2 for 3 yesterday with a home run, 2 runs scored, and 3 RBIs. Thompson comes set, delivers a curveball. Miller squares around the bunt, but pulls back, and that's going to go as a ball up and in. Miller's 3 RBIs came on a 3-run homer in that big 5th inning we mentioned, 1 of 3. Jeremy Barfield led off the inning with 1. Miller hit his, and then Josh Prince with a 2-run homer, 2 batters after him. Fastball there from Thompson, called strike. Bottom part of the zone will bring the count to 1-1. Miller singled in the 3rd and scored. Flew out in the 4th. We mentioned the homer in the 5th, and then he was hit by a pitch and walked in his last 2 at-bats, recording a stolen base as well. Thompson delivers a slider that tails away here. 2 balls and 1 strike. Nelson not much of a threat to steal over there at first. Thompson not paying much mind to him. So Thompson comes set behind in the count, 2 balls, 1 strike. Pumps a fastball that Miller's a little bit early on as he shoots one into the Southern Maryland dugout, but the count evens up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. We mentioned Nelson, not much of a stolen base threat. Hasn't recorded one since 2015 when he had 3 in a couple of minor league organizations. Thompson with a 2-2 curveball here, popped up, drifting foul by first base. Wilson able to make the catch to record the 2nd out of the inning as Darrell Thompson gets Derek Miller out. That'll leave Chris Nelson on first base with 2 outs for the second baseman tonight, Anthony Jansanti. Jansanti 0 for 1 on the night so far. He grounded out to 3rd. Back in the top of the 3rd. So Thompson comes set, gives a look at first. Kicks and delivers a first pitch curveball that stays inside. 1-0. Nelson has just 97 stolen bases in his 14 professional seasons so far. His highest total was 27 back in 2007. That was a big cut there from the second baseman, misses. And the count's even at 1-1. Nelson was a shortstop second baseman back in the day, has moved to corner infield at the age of 31, almost 32. Ground ball back up the middle there. Garcia not able to get there as that's going to be a 2-out single from the number 9 hitter, Anthony Jansanti. And turn the lineup over with runners on first and second, 2 outs. That one got past Thompson, who tried to snatch it on its way back up the middle, but wasn't able to do so. Garcia playing deep in the hole, not able to make the play. So with 2 outs, Josh Prince steps up. He's 0 for 1 on the night with a walk and a caught stealing. Thompson comes set here for the first pitch to Prince. Gives a look at Nelson at second, delivers a changeup. Prince well out in front of it, and the count's no balls and 1 strike. Outfield standard depth here, as with not much speed on second base, they believe that they'll be able to come up firing if a single were to get to them, as Prince fouls one off down the right field line into the seats here to bring the count to no balls and 2 strikes, as Darrell Thompson is ahead of the leadoff man for Sugar Land, trying to work around The 2 runners on base here and get out of the inning, allowing just 1 after a leadoff triple to Joe Benson. Thompson comes set here for the 0-2 pitch. Kicks and delivers a fastball that's fouled straight back, and the count will remain where it is. So Thompson ahead in the count, still no balls and 2 strikes with 2 runners on and 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning, a tie game. As Joe Benson scored the tying run after that leadoff triple on a sacrifice fly from the designated hitter Andy Wilkins. Thompson steps off, asks for the pitches one more time from his catcher Ryan Wiggins. As Thompson comes set, kicks and delivers an 0-2 curveball that stays inside. Check swing there from Prince, sent down to first base, but he didn't go. No real question there. Not much of a check swing to talk about. The count goes to 1-2 here on Educator Appreciation Day, as we saw the high five tunnel pregame with the players coming out, filled with teachers. So Thompson comes set for the 1-2 with 2 outs. Kicks and delivers a fastball that runs away from the righty Prince to bring the count to 2-2. So deuces wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 men on as Darrell Thompson comes set, kicks and delivers a fastball. It's fouled, hit into foul territory down the line. Zach Wilson gives a look, but that'll drift into the seats by the first base bag as Wilson gave chase. With the wind blowing left to right, that one was able to get a couple of rows into the stands as Josh Prince will keep the just misses low as the count will run full here to the leadoff man for Sugarland. Mentioned Prince 2 for 6 yesterday. He was the final home run in the 6-run 5th inning for the Skeeters yesterday against Southern Maryland. He faces a payoff pitch here from Thompson. A fastball grounded back up the middle as Thompson picks it up, throws on to Wilson at first. And after a long at-bat by Josh Prince, Darrell Thompson sits him down, giving up 1 run in the inning on 3 hits, no errors, and stranding 2 runners. Tie game heading to the bottom of the 5th. The Blue Crabs look to give Darrell Thompson the lead back. When they come up to bat here in the bottom of the 5th, you'll see Patrick Palmero, Edwin Garcia, and Ryan Wiggins when we return. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network. Every Tuesday night is Silver Sluggers Night with the Blue Crabs, sponsored by the Cancer and Blood Disorders Treatment Center. Membership to the Silver Sluggers starts at just $25, and all members will receive tickets to every Tuesday home game, including our 4th of July Red, White, and Blue Crabs celebration, as well as a special Silver Sluggers t-shirt. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com, or you can call us at 301-638-9788.
Washington sports fans, get ready because August 18th is Washington Sports Night with the Blue Crabs. Friday, August 18th, the Blue Crabs will welcome Screech from the Washington Nationals and Gee Whiz from the Washington Wizards to Regency Furniture Stadium for a night of mascot fun with our very own Pinch. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, visit somdbluecrabs.com or call 301-638-9788.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to congratulate Jeremy Owens on being named a starting outfielder on the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Owens was originally drafted by the San Diego Padres in the 8th round of the 1998 MLB Amateur Draft. He signed with Southern Maryland for their debut season in 2008, and in 2009 he collected 28 home runs and 80 RBIs while stealing 15 bases. Owens spent 7 seasons playing for the Blue Crabs, compiling 105 home runs, 340 RBIs, and 98 stolen bases, while appearing in a Blue Crabs record 737 career games. We're back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as the Blue Crabs are in a tie game heading to the bottom of the 5th. Patrick Palmero, the leadoff man, As he swings on a first pitch fastball here, ground to shortstop Josh Prince, who picks it up and delivers on to Nelson at first for the first out here in the bottom of the fifth. That'll bring in the shortstop, Edwin Garcia. Garcia 0 for 1 on the day thus far as he takes a first pitch fastball called strike. Garcia grounded out to Prince to end the second inning. As he digs in to face Blevins for a second time, Blevins delivers a slider that tails away 1-1. Garcia just 2 for 13 on the series thus far. As Blevins kicks and delivers fastball, misses away 2-1. Edwin Garcia in his 10th. So he's ahead in the count, 3 balls, 1 strike here as Blevins winds and delivers. That one's shot foul towards the Legends Club. As it goes up and over off of the E-Trepid sign on top of the Legends Club. Legends Club's packed tonight as it's Foster's Beer and Wings night down there. That's all you can eat wings and all you can drink beer, as well as the ticket to the ball game. So Garcia, full count here, shoots one to dead center field. Miller drifting back, comes up and makes the play for the second out of the inning, as Blevins has gone 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the fifth, and this his 5th inning of work out of the bullpen. So Ryan Wiggins digs in. He's 0 for 1 on the day. He grounded out to the first baseman who flipped it on to Blevins covering, and he takes a first pitch fastball called strike here. Wiggins was 2 for 5 last night with a grand slam in the 5th inning that we mentioned earlier. Blevins drops a curveball in here to bring the count to no balls and 2 strikes to the catcher Wiggins. Wiggins has been splitting time behind the plate with the other catcher Mike Blank. He's getting back-to-back starts here, and he rolls one towards third base. It's picked up by the shortstop Prince, who throws on to first. Nelson smothers it. They say he held the bag, and that'll be a 1-2-3 inning for Bobby Blevins as he gets Palmero, Garcia, and Wiggins down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We're heading to the 6th inning in a tie ball game. Darrell Thompson back to the mound when we return. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network. Blue Crabs fans, the Blue Crabs are celebrating their 10th anniversary season in 2017, and they can't do it without you. Join the team all season long for special giveaways and ongoing 10-year tributes with group tickets starting at just $10. Regency Furniture Stadium's spacious and modern amenities include 16 luxury suites, an all-you-can-eat picnic pavilion with a great view overlooking left field, and the Legends Club, which can host your event of up to 160 people for a game. Call today at 301-638-9788 or visit us online at somdbluecrabs.com for more information.
Attention all Jedis. Please report to Regency Furniture Stadium on July 29th for Star Wars Night as the Blue Crabs take on Lancaster. This night will feature an appearance by Jedi Saber Combat and a post-game firework extravaganza brought to you by PNC Bank. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or you can call us at 301-638-9788.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs want to congratulate Brian Barton on being named a starting outfielder on the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Barton was originally drafted by the Los Angeles Dodgers in the 38th round of the 2000 MLB Amateur Draft. Barton made his MLB debut in 2008 with the St. Louis Cardinals and also appeared in the majors in 2009 with the Atlanta Braves. Barton signed with Southern Maryland in 2011 when he hit .304 with 12 home runs and 17 stolen bases in his debut season with the team. Barton spent 4 years with the Blue Crabs, collecting 26 home runs, 146 RBIs, and 53 stolen bases while appearing in 257 games with the team.
Hey, this is Britt Robertshaw, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as the rain begins, and we head to the top of the 6th inning. Lance Zawatsky digs in, batting from the left side. He's 1 for 1 on the day with a walk and a double. As he takes a big cut on a changeup from Thompson there, a little bit out in front. Fouls it off. We knew the rain was in the forecast. We thought it might be able to hold off till 8:30 or 9, but picked up speed and started to come down here in between innings as Daryl Thompson heads back to the mound for his 6th inning of work. Thompson reaches back and delivers a fastball here, up and away, and the count's even at 1-1. Thompson working quick, delivers a fastball called strike over the outside. You know he wants to get through this 6th inning, give the Blue Crabs a chance to bat here, as if they were able to score and the rain were to get harder, it would be an official game, as Zawatsky shoots one the other way and gets a leadoff single. So Zawatsky has been aboard all 3 at-bats so far, and he's on first once again here for the left fielder, Jeremy Barfield. Barfield 0 for 2 on the night so far. Hit a sacrifice fly that moves Zawatsky from second to third back in the 1st inning and struck out in the 4th. Barfield hitting .392 coming into today's game. 5 home runs, 9 RBIs, 14 runs scored. He's the reigning MVP of the Atlantic League as he digs in and Thompson delivers a first pitch fastball elevated as Barfield a little bit behind that one. And Daryl Thompson is ahead, no balls, 1 strike. Some stretching has begun out in the Blue Crabs bullpen as a couple of righties are up loosening their arms, not throwing yet. So Thompson comes set, no balls, 1 strike. And that one's a high pop fly back towards the pitcher. Ryan Wiggins calls him off, says he has it, makes the catch just to the right of the first base line for the first out here in the inning. That's the 3rd pop-up that Ryan Wiggins has had to catch in foul territory behind the plate. Making one off towards the Blue Crabs dugout back in the 1st. And then back to the right side of the field by the on-deck circle for the Skeeters in the 3rd, and that one just now. So with 1 out, that'll bring in the catcher, Travis Scott. Scott 0 for 2 on the day so far. He grounded in to a 3-6-1 double play to end the 4th inning. He takes a change up here, low for ball 1. Back in that 4th inning, Zawatsky led off with a walk, so he was on first. Barfield struck out swinging, and Scott's 3-6-1 double play was able to end it and get Daryl Thompson around to the leadoff runner. Thompson hopes for the same result here as he comes set for a 1-0. Delivers a fastball that tails away, 2 balls, no strikes to the lefty Scott. Thompson comes set here, behind in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Delivers a changeup that Scott's able to take, squirts away from Ryan Wiggins, and that's going to allow Zawatsky to advance to second on the pass ball there. Scott was 3 for 5 last night with a home run, 3 RBIs. His 2-run homer came back in the 4th. It tied the game at 3 at the time. He's ahead in the count, 3 balls and no strikes here as Daryl Thompson comes set. Gives a look at second base. Kicks and delivers. Fastball up and away as Travis Scott will take a 1-out walk to put runners on first and second. Thompson's given up just 4 hits through his 5 innings of work thus far. But here in the 6th, the leadoff single was the 5th hit of the game, I should say, thus far. And his 3rd walk has runners on first and second for Joe Benson, who led off last inning with a triple. Thompson comes set, delivers a first pitch fastball called strike to Benson, who's 1 for 2. He flew out to right in his last at-bat in his first at-bat, and in his last at-bat, a line drive to right center field was a leadoff triple, and he was able to score on an Andy Wilkins sacrifice fly. Thompson kicks and delivers. An 0-1 changeup that goes away for ball one. So count even here as Darrell Thompson looks to work around 2 on and 1 out. Thompson kicks and delivers another changeup. Benson out in front of that one, and the count's 1-2. That was Thompson's 80th pitch of the night. As he nears the end of the line. A lot of action out in the bullpen for the Blue Crabs. Nobody up and throwing quite yet, but a lot of stretching. Thompson delivers a curveball. That gets by Wiggins as it stayed inside, and both the runners will advance on the wild pitch. So that'll put runners on second and third here as Benson has a chance to put Sugar Land on top in the finale of this 4-game series. Thompson has struggled with the command this inning, having to work around the rain coming down. Infield comes in behind their pitcher as they're going to look to cut down the run and keep this game tied. So Thompson comes set, kicks and delivers a 2-2 fastball lined at Edwin Garcia. Kicks away. Garcia picks it up, fires on to first, and gets the out. But the kick away allowed Lance Zawatsky to score from third as Edwin Garcia recovers for the 6-3 putout. But Sugar Land scores in the 6th to take the lead for the first time tonight. 6th inning has been a problem for the Blue Crabs all year. 5th and 6th as they've allowed 13 runs in the 5th inning, 14 now after this game. And that was the 8th run scored in the 6th for Southern Maryland. Against Southern Maryland, I should say. So Thompson, trailing for the first time tonight, delivers a first pitch fastball that goes inside to Andy Wilkins. Wilkins just missed a home run back in the 5th inning in his last at-bat, as Zach Cohn made the catch with his back against the wall in right center field, but the sacrifice fly allowed Joe Benson to score and tie the game. Thompson delivers a 1-0 curveball in the dirt there, as he's behind once again, 2 balls and no strikes to the designated hitter. Wilkins is 0 for 1 officially, the sacrifice fly, and he flew out to center field back in the 2nd. This is his first game of the series. It was questionable if he was even going to be able to play tonight, as he had an injury pregame. So Thompson, behind 2-0, delivers a fastball over the outside part of the plate for a called strike, bringing the count to 2-1. Travis Scott with a decent lead at second base, but the outfield playing deep, as with the catcher running, they'll have time to come in and make the throw if needed. That fastball gets away from Thompson, up and outside to the lefty Wilkins, and the count goes to 3-1. As the all-time wins leader for Southern Maryland has struggled with command here in the 6th inning as the rain has poured down around him. Thompson comes set, gives a quick look at Scott before winding and delivering a fastball that misses low. As a 2-out walk to Andy Wilkins puts runners on first and second for the first baseman, Chris Nelson. Nelson 1 for 2 so far in the game. He singled back in the 5th, but was stranded at second as pitching coach James Frisbee pops out of the dugout to have a conversation with his starter and the catcher Ryan Wiggins. Throwing has begun out in the Blue Crabs bullpen. Can't quite see who it is yet. As Frizz out there to talk to Thompson, see how he's doing and how they want to attack the first baseman Nelson here. As Thompson struggled with the command in the rain. That conference comes to an end as Wilkins goes back behind the plate and Thompson digs back in with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning, looking to get out of this and allow just 1 run. So Nelson digs in with runners on first and second. 2 outs in the inning. Thompson kicks and delivers a first pitch curveball that's drifting down the right field line. Zach Wilson gives a look, but not going to be able to make a play as that goes about 15 rows up in the crowd. That pitch was fouled off by Nelson, and Thompson's ahead of him. The first batter he's been ahead since Jeremy Barfield, who batted second in this inning. So Thompson comes set on the 0-1. Kicks and delivers a fastball. That's shot towards right field. Zach Cohn drifting back, able to make the play as Darrell Thompson strands 2 runners, but not before giving up 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, and the 2 left on base. Sugar Land has the lead for the first time as the Blue Crabs come back to bat with the top of their lineup when we return, looking to tie this game. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey, this is Zach Wilson, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey kids, don't forget that every Sunday is Kids Day at Regency Furniture Stadium. Every Sunday home game throughout the year, kids can enjoy a pregame autograph session with the players, as well as free admission to Pinch's Playground and post-game run the bases on the Blue Crabs field. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to congratulate Jim Ed Warden on being named the closer on the Blue Crabs 10-year team. Warden was originally drafted by the Cleveland Indians in the 6th round of the 2001 MLB Amateur Draft. He signed with Southern Maryland in 2009, where he picked up 13 saves with a 1.12 ERA in 17 appearances. Over 6 seasons with the team, Warden appeared in 284 games and collected a Blue Crabs record 134 saves. Saturday, August 26th is National Dog Day, which means Bark at the Park is back at Regency Furniture Stadium. Be sure to pack up the pups and bring them out for a day of dog-friendly fun at the ballpark as the Blue Crabs take on the Sugar Land Skeeters. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or you can call us at 301-638-9788.
Hey, this is James Frisbee, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as the Blue Crabs trail 2-1 heading to the bottom of the 6th. I'm joined by Joey Kamide in the booth now, writer for Nova Baseball Magazine out of Northern Virginia. Joey, welcome in.
Thanks, appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Joey's here writing an article on, I believe, some local guys, Jesse Beal and Mike Snyder, who we hope to see in this inning as Gary Brown leads off here in the 6th. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. Yep, Mike Snyder and Jesse, both from our coverage area, both part of a couple baseball families. Jesse's brother, Evan, is Double-A with Kansas City Royals, and Mike Snyder, as many folks probably know, his older brother, Brandon, has played in the big leagues for a while and is with the Nationals organization now.
Brandon actually played here back in 2015 as Gary Brown fouls one off there, brings the count to 0-2. Brandon started here in 2015 before moving on later that year. You mentioned he's in the Nationals organization now.
Absolutely, yep. Yeah, he actually had a nice year last year. Was hitting real well for the Braves AAA, and they called him up and was a nice little bench player for him and didn't get picked up. The Nats scooped him up, and now he's up at AAA Syracuse.
I believe their father, Brian, pitched collegiately at Well. He was a pitcher at Clemson. if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Brian made it up to the big leagues. He pitched in the big leagues with the Oakland A's and the Seattle Mariners briefly back in the 80s. And now Mike's twin brother is back and healthy again. Matt's with the Yankees organization. He's at Single A Tampa, having a pretty good start to his season. He missed most of last year with an injury, so it's good to see him back healthy again.
Gary Brown leads off the bottom of the 6th on a ground ball to the third baseman, Zawadski. So that'll bring up Danny Muno. Yeah, you mentioned Snyder's two brothers, both in affiliated ball. Snyder spent some time in affiliated ball. He was a draft pick of the Los Angeles Angels. Came to Southern Maryland last year, an all-star last year, hit .304, 25 home runs, had a great season, hampered by injury a little bit that kept him out of getting signed back with an affiliated team.
Yeah, I guess he missed 35 games, which makes the fact that he was second in the league in home runs last year all the more impressive. I think it was 95 games he hit those home runs in, and that's what those Snyder boys are known as. They're known as boppers. I guess the younger,
a big kid, 6'4", 225.
Yeah, probably the two younger brothers known more as the boppers. Brandon's always been known as just kind of a guy that can hit the ball to all fields. He has some power and just a very versatile guy. I'm sure a lot of folks have heard the story about Brandon trying to make the Nationals club, and he's drafted as a catcher, first round pick of the Orioles back in 2005, I think he actually got a ring with the Red Sox a few years ago. Has appeared in the big leagues with the Red Sox, with the Orioles, with the Rangers, and the Braves. So he's trying to get one more shot here.
Actually, a Braves fan. I do remember Snyder's time up last season. Spent some time on the bench. We had a couple of injuries. He got some starts in there. Exactly what you said. Kind of a guy that can do whatever in any position. Spray the ball to all fields.
Yeah, he
kind of contribute wherever needed, really.
Sure,
which is what you got to do at that level.
Absolutely, to make a team, and that's I always tell guys we do a lot of covering of high school players. I've coached high school baseball for 10 years, and look at Brandon Snyder. What a perfect example. He's one of those guys that's trying to do anything to make a team, and that's what you tell the younger players. It's the more positions you can play, the better chance you have to be in the lineup. And Brandon was a guy that he's played the corner infields, he's played the outfield. He was drafted as a catcher. He still carries his catcher's gear around with him. Just in case, just in case a guy goes down, they need him to catch a pen, whatever it takes.
You never know, because a lot of major league teams only carry two catchers. So in the AL team, when you have the two catchers, you end up in a situation where one could be DHing one day or something like that. So
absolutely, no question.
So Zach Wilson digs in here. He's after Danny Muno struck out for the second out of the inning. Wilson 0 for 2 thus far. He's flown out to center field both times as the rain continues to pour down. But Snyder off to a slow start, but he's caught fire recently. I don't know how much you've been keeping track. He struggled, but he hit his first home run 2 days ago. Was 3 for 5 last night, a couple of doubles.
Yeah, and I know he struck out both times tonight. The second time looking, I think he was not too pleased with the call there on strike 3 that last at-bat.
He's going to be stranded in the on-deck circle here as Zach Wilson flies.
Oh, maybe not.
Never mind. That one was in the glove of the shortstop, Josh Prince, before it fell out. Thought Prince had that when he had camped under it and hit the web of his glove when I made that call.
Well, hopefully he can bring Mike some good luck here in the box here with you.
We'll see how that goes. So that's going to go down as an E6. And put Zach Wilson on first base with 2 outs for the man we've been talking about, Mike Snyder. He's 0 for 2 with the 2 strikeouts like you mentioned. The last one, a little bit of a questionable called strike 3. It looked to be a fastball that missed away going over the batter's box line. Snyder had already taken the leg guard off when home plate umpire Jim Clayton rang him up. So he digs in with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Blue Crabs trail by just 1 run, and he takes a called strike here. How long have you been covering the Snyder family?
Oh gosh, I've known the family a long time. I was in newspapers before I started the magazine a few years ago, and like I said, I've been coaching. I actually was coaching at Centerville High School, the rival of Westfield High School, when the 2 younger Snyder boys were there.
Snyder shoots one into the gap here in right field. That one's carrying out as that's going to bounce over the wall. Holding Zach Wilson at third base. Michael Snyder just missing his second home run of the year. Gets up over the wall. An unfortunate bounce there as it looked like Zach Wilson was going to easily score the tying run there. So that ball, the ground rule double, will cost Mike Snyder an RBI as he shot that one the other way into the gap.
Well, they talk about the baseball gods, and, you had a 2-out pop fly to the shortstop, and he drops it. So it was almost expected. The baseball gods are looking out for you that the next guy was going to shoot a double the gap, and sure enough, Snyder came through.
You mentioned that. That's no surprise there that Prince dropped that fly ball at short then, because you came in here, you wanted to see Snyder bat from the box.
Absolutely.
Didn't look like you were going to be able to, but he was able to. So with runners on second and third, that brings up Corey Vaughn. Vaughn 1 for 1 in the night with a walk and a double back in the second. He struggled thus far on the season, hitting just 190 coming in, but has an RBI opportunity here. With runners on second and third and 2 outs against Blevins. That one tails away 1-1. So you said you've known the Snyder family quite a while. You were talking about it a little bit, but we both kind of got distracted by that shot from Mike.
Oh, yeah. No, it's, heck, I can remember Brandon. I was working in newspapers when he was a senior, the oldest Snyder brother, back in 2005, and the big league scouts came in. A funny story. It was a big article in the Washington Post written up, and they came after a game, asked him to put on a round of BP with major league balls, swinging a wood bat. And he went out there. They threw 25 pitches to him, and he hit 21 out of the ballpark. And it's not a legend; it's true. And that pretty much solidified his spot as a first-round draft pick, and got drafted to 13th overall that year.
So Vaughn takes one here to bring the count to 2-1 strike. That's got to be tough for a high school kid at that point. You play summer ball with the wood bats and stuff to get ready for things like that. But in the mid of a season, you're swinging that aluminum bat. The pop off of those is just crazy nowadays, as it looks like Sugarland's going to elect for the no-pitch intentional walk here to Corey Vaughn, putting him on to load the bases and force an out anywhere. That's been a rule in the Atlantic League a little bit of time. We just saw it in the major leagues. What are your thoughts actually on that?
Well, I tell you, the big issue now is the pace of play and trying to speed things up a little bit and make things a little bit more fan-friendly. And I've got no problem with it. Probably saves you a couple minutes, but you don't necessarily see intentional walks that often to where I think it's going to have a huge impact.
That's just the second of the year for Southern Maryland in their 14th game.
Right.
So that brings Zach Cohn in with the bases loaded and 2 outs here in the inning.
But
Cohn's been on fire as of late. He picked up 3 RBIs last night. So.
Well, I tell you, certain instances, where the no-pitch intentional walk becomes something is we got rain tonight, possibly a wet ball, a runner at third base, and we've all seen it, the time where a guy's trying to intentionally walk a guy and he throws it over the catcher's head. So, that in this case, I guess tonight it could potentially have affected the game.
Tonight is the exact night that the old school baseball guys are arguing it could affect. With the rain pouring down, like you mentioned, the ball is wet. We almost saw a wild pitch just now. The no-pitch intentional walk as Zach Cohn shoots one foul here to bring the count to 2-1. But the no-pitch intentional walk on a night like tonight honestly saves the pitcher and the Sugarland team a lot of worry, as it appears Cohn broke his bat there, going to grab a new piece of lumber. But the ball very wet. We almost saw a wild pitch with the bases loaded just now on the first pitch to Cohn. So
sure, absolutely.
It's an interesting thing, and the pace of play does come into it. That type of thing, you mentioned it doesn't happen very often, just the second one we've had here with the Blue Crabs. But, I mean, a couple of seconds is a couple of seconds to the new boss, Rob Manfred, I guess.
Right. Well, they're trying to find different ways to speed it up, make it more fan-friendly.
The dead time is the big issue that they talk about all the time, and that's a way to kill the dead time because 4 pitches on a sunny day is not that big of an issue.
Absolutely.
So Cohn digs back in, takes a big cut there on a 2-2 curveball, brings the count even. 2-2 with the bases loaded and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Well, and I'm hoping that they can get a lead here. Maybe we see Jesse Beal out of the bullpen tonight. That'd be great.
Jesse Beal has served mostly as the setup man, as Cohn fouls one off there. Coming in, Cohn was obviously a closer last year with the Sussex County Miners of the Canadian American Association. He came in here. The Blue Crabs had kind of a set closer in Cody Epley. Epley picked up 31 saves last year. So Beal has pitched pretty well. He gave up his first run of the year last night, actually. As
I was looking over his stats earlier. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad he's off to a good start. And I know he was with another independent league last year with the Canadian American Professional Baseball League.
Sussex County Minors last year.
Yep.
He pitched well for Sussex County last year. He was, I believe, serving as their closer, if I'm not mistaken. He picked up 5 saves.
Yes. Yep. And that's
with Sussex County.
Yep. And he was a starter. He was drafted out of South County High School down in Lorton, and was initially a starter. Then got hurt, missed all of 2011, and then the Orioles, who had drafted him, brought him back in a relief role. And his last year there, 2014, was his best professional season with the Orioles. That's when he got hurt and eventually had to have Tommy John surgery.
So we saw Cone dance out of the way of a 2-2. On the 3-2, he shoots one into right field. Joe Benson gets underneath it and makes the easy catch. For the third out here, Blue Crabs threaten. They load the bases, but score no runs on just 1 hit, 1 error, and 3 men left on base. We'll be back with the top of the 7th when we come back as the rain continues to pour down. Southern Maryland turns to the bullpen. We'll get you the details when we return. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network. Blue Crabs fans, the Blue Crabs are celebrating their 10th anniversary season in 2017, and they can't do it without you. Join the team all season long for special giveaways and ongoing 10-year tributes with group tickets starting at just $10. Regency Furniture Stadium's spacious and modern amenities include 16 luxury suites, an all-you-can-eat picnic pavilion with a great view overlooking left field, and the Legends Club, which can host your event of up to 160 people for a game. Call today at 301-638-9788 or visit us online at somdbluecrabs.com for more information.
Attention all Jedis. Please report to Regency Furniture Stadium on July 29th for Star Wars Night as the Blue Crabs take on Lancaster. This night will feature an appearance by Jedi Saber Combat and a post-game firework extravaganza brought to you by PNC Bank. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or you can call us at 301-638-9788.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs want to congratulate Brian Barton on being named a starting outfielder on the Blue Crabs' 10-year team. Barton was originally drafted by the Los Angeles Dodgers in the 38th round of the 2000 MLB Amateur Draft. Barton made his MLB debut in 2008 with the St. Louis Cardinals and also appeared in the majors in 2009 with the Atlanta Braves. Barton signed with Southern Maryland in 2011 when he hit .304 with 12 home runs and 17 stolen bases in his debut season with the team. Barton spent 4 years with the Blue Crabs, collecting 26 home runs, 146 RBIs, and 53 stolen bases while appearing in 257 games with the team.
Hey, this is Britt Robertshaw, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Blue Crabs trail 2-1 as Austin Fleet comes to the mound in relief of Daryl Thompson. So, Joey, we mentioned your magazine a little bit last inning. Tell me about it, how it got started, what you do with it, stuff like that.
Sure. So it's Nova Baseball Magazine. We cover Northern Virginia. We've got just over 80 high schools in our coverage area. Cover youth, Little League, travel baseball. We have 3 colleges, George Mason University, Marymount University, and the University of Mary Washington in our coverage area as well. The PNATs, the Potomac Nationals, are in our coverage area. This summer we're going to start cranking up our coverage of them a little bit as well.
I believe you were at Potomac before coming here today, correct?
I was actually over the Washington Nationals.
Oh, at Washington, okay.
I'm a freelance writer with the Associated Press. I was over there covering them this afternoon.
Okay. How'd that game go? I never got the chance to even look, just preparing for
this
one.
Well, Scherzer's on the mound, so you could probably guess how it went.
Okay, so they won.
Yeah,
that's a win.
Won. Yep,
so
4-2. Yep.
Fleet comes in, walks the leadoff batter, Derek Miller, and that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Anthony Johnsanti. He's 1 for 2 on the day so far with a single back in the 5th. So how'd Scherzer look today?
He was
same as always.
7 innings. He goes 7 or 8. 7 11 strikeouts. Wow. He he had his stuff working today. That's for sure. They got him. The 4-hole guy there for the D-backs got him on a first pitch fastball, hit one out, a solo shot. That was the only run he gave up.
Who's been? Not Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt's hitting in the 3-hole.
Yeah, well, Goldschmidt got one in the ninth when they brought in Joe Blanton. You know, they got that. They're trying to find out who their closer's going to be.
It's
and
not Joe Blanton.
No, they tried to give him a shot at it, and he hit ball out. And
Coda Glover,
Romero's in there.
Coda Glover should be off the DL for them shortly, and it looks like he's kind of next in line.
Right.
As Fleet almost gets Miller picked off there. Miller a stolen base that he picked one up yesterday. Nationals look good this year. We mentioned I was a Braves fan, so different outlooks. One team's in a win-now situation. One team's in a building mode.
Right.
The Nationals are definitely in a win-now situation, and they're doing it at least. So.
Well, that new stadium down there in Atlanta, they're going to want to win soon. Otherwise, attendance isn't going to be what they want it to be able to pay for that thing.
I mean, the farm system currently ranked number 1, so it looks good. But again, with the Nationals, they're very young and they're ready now. With guys like Harper, Rendon, Turner, they're ready to play now.
Absolutely,
and that's just not something that really anybody else in the NL East can do outside of maybe the Mets if they can stay healthy.
Right. Well, I tell you, I saw something tweeted out there over the winter when they signed Bartolo Colon. They said that he made his debut in '96. Turner Field made their debut in '97. They said he actually had outlasted a stadium.
Yes, he
which
had.
Is pretty impressive.
Yes, he had. So Austin Fleet winds and delivers as that one shot to right field. Zach Cohn drifting back, not going to be able to get there as that's going to roll to the wall. Third base coach waving Derek Miller around. Miller's going to go. The throw will come to third. Not in time as Anthony Jansanti with a triple here will score Derek Miller after a leadoff walk. And the Blue Crabs now trail Sugarland 3-1.
Well, that's a tough turn of events right there. You're an opportunity there with the meat of your lineup and runners at second and third that last half inning where you had an opportunity to take the lead, and now here you are. All of a sudden now you're chasing 2 instead.
It's a little better than last night, though. I don't know if you saw the score last night's game, 12-11. This wind that's blowing in from left to right was blowing straight out right to left.
No kidding.
7 home runs yesterday.
Oh, it's like you're out in Colorado.
Yeah, it was. I mean, Jeremy Barfield, the big guy, their 3-hitter, he flicked his wrist and hit one off of the Sport Clips sign you see out there.
No kidding.
You mentioned earlier Snyder, the guy you're covering, second in the league last year in home runs with 25. It was to Barfield with 27.
No kidding.
He has 5 already this year to lead the league. So.
Now, is that any relation to Jesse Barfield?
I don't believe so. As far as I know, there isn't any there, but the kid can just hit. He's a big guy. 5 home runs, like I said already, the reigning MVP. So
no question. Well, you got
hopefully we can get out of this inning before he comes back up. But
you got all sorts of lineage, though, with Rafael Palmeiro's son and Doug Drabeck's son, I guess.
Yep, Kyle Drabeck over on the right side. I was telling the guys yesterday a funny story about Drabeck. I actually saw him way back. He was like 16 years old, I want to say. He was playing on a travel team called the Houston Heat. They came to my hometown, Fort Myers, Florida, for a travel baseball tournament. I had a buddy that I knew from back when I was younger that was playing on that team. The team was coached by Roger Clemens because his son Kobe was on it, and Drabeck's 2 boys, Kyle and his brother, were also on that team. That team was phenomenal. It was a wood bat tournament. They won it. Obviously, Kyle went on. Big part of the Roy Halladay trade from the Philadelphia Phillies organization. He was sent to Toronto, made some time there. And then you mentioned Patrick Palmeiro down at third for us. Has some time there. Snyder's dad played in the major league. So definitely some lineage going on here.
No question.
So Fleet comes set. Kicks and delivers an elevated fastball as that'll sit down the leadoff man for Sugarland, Josh Prince on strikes.
That was a big strikeout there too. With less than 2 outs, the guy at third base. You want to try to keep your guys within striking distance here.
The guy coming up now, Lance Zawadski, he's 2 for 2 on the day so far with a double, a single, and a run scored, as well as a walk. But he was 0 for 6 yesterday with 2 strikeouts. So if he were able to strike him out here, that would bring up Barfield, who you could potentially pitch around and not even have to worry about with first base open. So we'll see how this all plays out. But Zawadski checks a swing there, doesn't go around. So your magazine covers numerous. You're the owner, or the creator, I should say. I guess.
Yeah, founder
and all that.
Editor, publisher, kind of writer, photographer, salesman, a little bit of everything. We're trying to grow it and working on some partners and getting some more people involved. It's a tough it's a tough field, media. Trying to get into print right now. It's website based, but we're working on expanding to print and broadcast, and it's developed a pretty nice following over there. I'm pretty pleased with where it is now. It's just a matter of making it profitable.
So after Fleet hits Zawadski there, the pitching coach James Frisbee will come out for a conference, likely to talk about what we just talked about, potentially just pitching around Barfield, loading the bases, and trying to set up a force out at the plate with the catcher running, where you could get a play at the plate and then on to first, or a ground ball up the middle. With the catcher running, he's already grounded into one double play. He's on deck. Quick conference there from Frizz. With Fleet and Wiggins, they seem to have figured it out. But with the Potomac Nationals coming into your coverage and you covering the Washington Nationals with your writing with AP, that's definitely going to get some of that exposure that you want. And
sure, absolutely. And we're excited to come over here to Southern Maryland and start doing some stuff. We're going to partner up, and Blue Crabs are going to become the sponsor of our Pro Notebook. So that's going to hopefully help drive some traffic over here for you guys and help with your attendance numbers as well. And I know they do a fantastic job, over here and on weekends, and especially over the summer when students get out of school.
July 4th coming up. That's going to be a big night. That's going to be one of our bigger ones. As it looks like Austin Fleet's going to elect to pitch to Jeremy Barfield here as he threw a first pitch fastball called strike. So we'll see how this all plays out. We're excited to partner up with you guys at Nova Magazine as Fleet pumps in another strike here. We look forward to having you guys around with the Maryland Independent coverage as well. Lots of coverage coming in for Southern Maryland as we look to expand. You look to expand here. We look to expand there as well. Just work together, and continue to grow the brand for both of us, I guess.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. It's helping everybody out, and it's all for a great cause. It's giving some exposure to this great game.
I was talking with Tom Lavero, local writer for Washington, when he came in. We sat down and talked, and he said it multiple times. This is where the battle's being won at games like this for baseball, and minor league games, because you can come out for cheap and get the entertainment. And with younger kids, 4, 5, 6, they don't know the difference between this baseball and professional baseball. As the runner's off from first here, and Zawadski will move in to scoring position as there's 2 on in scoring position, second and third, and a 2-2 count to Barfield. But Lavero has often said that this is where the battle's being won because the young kids don't know the difference anyway.
Sure.
So this will be the first baseball they see for a cheap price the parents can afford. And this will be the first autographs they get, as the players are very personable, things like that. It's just a different atmosphere than if you go to a Nationals game and try to get Bryce Harper to sign your baseball.
Yeah, there's a great intimacy to minor league baseball, I tell you, with all the different promotions that you do and giveaways, and like you said, the guys being up close and personable with the fans. That's fantastic.
Every Sunday we actually set up a tables on the field. The guys sit behind and just sign autographs. All the kids come on field and they just sign all day.
That's fantastic.
So it's a whole different atmosphere as Fleet comes set for a payoff pitch. Barfield shoots it back up the middle. Gary Brown charging, not going to get there as the runner is held at third. But Anthony Giansanti will score from third. Zawadski will stay there. Runners at the corners with 1 out here in the inning.
This guy must be swinging a good bat for him to hold him up there. I might have sent him, especially now you're, a double play ball from getting out of this inning.
Scott was 3 for 5 yesterday, so he wasn't bad yesterday. He hit a home run. He's 0 for 2 on the day so far with a walk. But my thought there, I would have probably walked Barfield once Zawadski advanced to second and opened up first base. I would have walked Barfield because this is the catcher. It's an easier double play.
Right.
So Barfield ends up picking up his 10th RBI of the season. That'll move him tied to third in the league.
It's interesting when you talk to coaches and managers to get their perspective on that. Everyone's kind of got their theory and their approach to the intentional walk or the intentional, unintentional walk.
You mentioned you were a high school coach. What are your
thoughts
on that type
well,
of stuff?
It just depends. You're in a tight game like this, and intentionally walk a guy to load the bases. The next guy hits a double, clears the bases, and the game's essentially over. Whereas if you go at him, maybe he rolls into that double play ball and you're out of it. So that's, and I think, a lot of it is that guy up there on the mound, you need to instill confidence in him. And if you give him that green light to go attack a guy, that's showing that you got your support behind him. A lot of times a pitcher needs that.
Absolutely, especially with Austin Fleet moving into a starter role. He's going to get the start on Monday as second of the year. Ground ball here from Scott to Muno. Flips to Garcia, who loses it in the webbing of the glove there a little bit. Not able to turn it, as Zawadzki's going to score from third on the fielder's choice there. Barfield forced out going to second. Scott will be safe at first. So a 4-6 put out there gives the fielder's choice RBI to Travis Scott, his first of the night. Yeah, it's a different thinking there with Fleet moving into the starting rotation. You definitely want to give the kid some confidence. He's not necessarily a starter this year. He's come out of the bullpen, but he's going to move into the starting rotation now. He's going to get the ball Monday. You definitely want him feeling like you believe in what he's got coming in. But with a guy like Barfield at the plate, we mentioned the reigning MVP, it's a tough decision.
Absolutely, no doubt. And I tell you, man, I keep looking out there to left field and seeing that old school scoreboard with you guys being able to pull the numbers out and put them in, and that's one of the coolest things about this ballpark. I mean, the ballpark in general is just fantastic, but that's the first thing I noticed, and I'd love to see more of that.
Fun fact about Regency Furniture Stadium, by fan vote last year, it was actually named the second best ballpark in Independent League Baseball.
No kidding. Well, deservedly so. It's between the Legends Club out there and all they got the kids' playground out there down the right field line. Some real cool, different.
Beautiful ballpark, not too expensive to get into. You mentioned the old school scoreboard. We have somebody out there that changes everything that happens. He's on radio command with our guy next door, the head scorer, who radios in hit, run, error, whatever it is.
Okay.
And he tries to keep a lookout. If you look there in the top of the 10th inning, you'll see a little hole.
See him peeking out there.
He's able to watch out through there. As Benson swings here for the second strike with 2 outs here, as Austin Fleet looks to work out of this rough 7th inning.
No door on the scoreboard, though. If Manny Ramirez was out there playing left field, he wouldn't have anywhere to go take a leak between between innings, I think, like he used to do out there in Fenway.
Manny being Manny back in the day. I used to watch him a lot at the Red Sox spring training complexes. Called third strike there over the outside corner. Benson disagrees a little bit, but he'll go down as the third out in the inning here, but not before the Skeeters extend their lead to 5-1. They put up 3 in the inning on just 2 hits, no errors, and leave 1 on base. Joey, thank you for joining me. I think you're going to go write that article, and we'll go down there and interview those guys later. But I appreciate you coming in.
Thanks
I
very
look
much.
forward to seeing you around more. You're welcome in the booth anytime you're back. So.
I appreciate it, man. Good luck to the Blue Crabs this season.
Thank you. Be sure to join us at the ballpark May 12th as the Blue Crabs begin their 10th anniversary giveaway series. That night, the Blue Crabs will start the giveaway series by giving out a 10 Years True, 10 Years Blue pennant and a commemorative pen celebrating the 2008 inaugural season. Join us as we journey throughout 10 years of Blue Crabs baseball with 4 more home games, giving out commemorative pins of things such as the 2009 Liberty Division Championship and the 2013 All-Star Game held right here at Regency Furniture Stadium. For more information on the 10th anniversary giveaway series, check out our website at somdbluecrabs.com. Hey fans, be sure to join us every Thursday home game for Foster's Grill, Wings, and Beer Night. For just $30, you can enjoy a ticket to the game, as well as 2 hours of all-you-can-eat Foster's Wings and all-you-can-drink beer. The event takes place every Thursday home game throughout the season from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. in our Legends Club. For more information on this or any other exciting offers throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788. This season, pinch is going green at Regency Furniture Stadium as part of the Blue Crabs Claws for a Cause. With the help of local organizations, the Blue Crabs and Pinch will bring ways for you to do your part and help out the local Southern Maryland community. Be sure to check out all the information at somdbluecrabs.com/claws for a cause. So back inside Regency Furniture Stadium, Blue Crabs now trailing by a score of 5-1 heading into the bottom of the 7th as Patrick Palmero digs in. I was joined by Joey Kamide, writer, editor, publisher, and owner of the Nova Baseball magazine out of Northern Virginia. He's here covering a couple of Northern Virginia locals, Jesse Beal, the Blue Crabs setup man, and the big designated hitter, cleanup hitter, Mike Snyder. So Palmero digs in, takes a called third strike against the new pitcher for Sugarland, as the Skeeters have turned to the bullpen for the first time tonight, or the second time tonight, I should say. It'll be the big righty, number 22, Andrew Johnston. Bobby Blevins came in and gave the Skeeters all they could really ask for, as the long reliever had to come in the top of the first. As Zach Zinicola got injured, he threw to only one batter. Blevins came in, finished out the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth before turning over to Johnston here. Blevins is in line for the win as Johnson winds and delivers a called strike to Edwin Garcia to even the count 1-1. So Blevins 5.2 innings. He gave up 3 hits, 1 run. It was an earned run. Picked up 1 strikeout along the way. Garcia fouls this one back here. 1 ball, 2 strikes against the big righty. Johnston, 6'5", 210 pounds, out of St. Louis, Missouri. We saw him already once in the series as he threw yesterday. He threw a scoreless 7th inning. Excuse me, we've seen Johnston twice. He's thrown 2 scoreless 7th innings. He came on in relief of Jake Hale in Game 1 and then pitched last night as well. He's on in relief of Blevins here in the bottom of the 7th once again. Garcia bails out on a changeup there, and he goes down on strikes as Andrew Johnston comes in and gets 2 strikeouts here to start the inning, and that'll bring in the catcher Ryan Wiggins, getting his 2nd start in a row. Johnson was drafted by the Colorado Rockies in the 9th round of the 2005 MLB draft. He spent 7 seasons in the Rockies organization, reaching as high as AAA in 2010-2011. He delivers a first pitch fastball called strike to Wiggins. He made his Atlantic League debut, Johnston did, in 2013 with the Camden River Sharks. Started 2014 there as well before joining Sugarland, where he's been ever since. Compiled a 9-4 record in his 2+ seasons with Sugarland as Wiggins grounds one to the third baseman here, who picks it up and delivers on to Nelson. And a 1-2-3 inning out of the bullpen from Andrew Johnston as the Blue Crabs go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. They'll turn to the bullpen once again when we come back. We'll get you the details. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Hey, this is Ryan Wiggins, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
This summer, Paint the Park Pink returns to Regency Furniture Stadium on June 17th as your Southern Maryland Blue Crabs take on the New Britain Bees. Be sure to come out and show your support for Maryland Charles Regional Medical Center as they aim to raise awareness for breast cancer. The Blue Crabs will host a post-game jersey auction with all proceeds returning to MCRMC. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Washington sports fans, get ready because August 18th is Washington Sports Night with the Blue Crabs. Friday, August 18th, the Blue Crabs will welcome Screech from the Washington Nationals and Gee Whiz from the Washington Wizards to Regency Furniture Stadium for a night of mascot fun with our very own Pinch. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, visit somdbluecrabs.com or call 301-638-9788.
Make sure you get Dad out to the ballpark on June 18th to celebrate Father's Day as the Blue Crabs finish their series against the New Britain Bees. All fathers will have a chance post-game to participate in the Blue Crabs remote control dig for a chance to win a TV prize package. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com, or you can call us at 301-638-9788.
This is not Henry Carey, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Baseball on the Blue Crabs Broadcasting Network. Go Blue Crabs!
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as we head to the top of the 8th, the Blue Crabs turn to the bullpen as it'll be the hard-throwing righty Britt Robertshaw. Robertshaw comes in after a tough 7th inning from Austin Fleet. He came in through 1 inning, gave up 2 hits, 3 runs, 1 strikeout, while walking 2 batters. Robertshaw comes in. His first batter he'll face is the designated hitter, Andy Wilkins. Wilkins takes a big cut on the first pitch there, swung on and missed. Wilkins is 0 for 1 on the day. He has the sac fly back in the 5th, walked in the 6th. So Robertshaw delivers a fastball off the glove of Wiggins there, and the count evens at 1-1. Britt Robertshaw, 6'4", 220 pounds, out of Cedar Park, Texas. Last time he pitched was on the 30th of April at Bridgeport. He's got a 1-1 count here as he winds and delivers to Wilkins. Fastball tails away. So Robertshaw behind in the count, 2 balls, 1 strike to Wilkins. Kicks and delivers. That fastball shot down the line. Foul. It'll hit the first base umpire, Donnie Meyer. As Meyer unable to get out of the way of that one. Trainer Mitch Rosenthal on the top step to make sure the umpire's okay. First base coach is checking on him from Sugarland. We'll see how Meyer feels after that one. That was a hard shot by the big lefty. Caught him right in the side. Seems to be toughing it out. As he says he's okay, his partner behind the plate, Jim Clayton, down the line to check on him. Robertshaw on the season. He's pitched 2.1 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. The ERA sits at 7.72. So it appears Meyer is okay as Robertshaw with a 2-2 count will dig back into the mound against Wilkins. Wilkins shoots one down the line towards the Blue Crabs dugout. That one's going to be foul. As the rain continues to pour down here at Regency Furniture Stadium. Robertshaw's worked 2 separate outings. We mentioned the one on April 30th at Bridgeport. That was a 1.1 inning scoreless outing for Robertshaw. He picked up 2 strikeouts in the 4 batters he faced as he misses a fastball inside here. Both of the runs he allowed came in his debut against the York Revolution back on the 27th. He pitched 1 inning, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, both of those earned. Did pick up a strikeout, though, as he faced 7 batters from York that day. He settled down in his last outing against Bridgeport, though, not even giving up a base runner and 4 batters. Reaches back on a fastball here and elevates it, but Wilkins able to stay alive as he fouls that one back. Wilkins, another guy on the Sugarland roster with MLB experience. He made his MLB debut back in 2014 with the White Sox before spending time in 2015 with the Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays, as well as 2016 he reached the major leagues with the Brewers. So on the full count, Robert Shaw delivers a fastball. That one's grounded to Danny Muno at second, who makes the throw on to Wilson. A little bit off to the side, but Wilson's able to reach over and snag it for the first out here in the top of the 8th. Blue Crabs had the lead early. They scored 1 in the second, and Darrell Thompson was in a groove until he gave up 1 in the 5th. The rain started to pour down in the 6th, and that's when the struggles began. He gave up a leadoff single, walked 2 batters in the inning, and scored a run to give Sugarland their first lead as Robert Shaw kicks and delivers a fastball that misses up and in. And Thompson finished the game 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 strikeouts before turning it over to Austin Fleet, who in the pouring rain had issues with the command as well. As Robert Shaw winds and delivers a fastball that misses inside, 2 balls, no strikes to the first baseman Nelson. Fleet came in, worked 1 inning, gave up 2 hits, 3 runs, 1 strikeout, while walking 2. Tough to throw with the wet baseball as the rain continues to pour down here. 2 balls, no strikes. That one shot back up the middle. Edwin Garcia is not going to be able to get there as Chris Nelson has his second hit of the night. He's now 2 for 4. As Robert Shaw allows a 1-out single. That'll bring in the center fielder Derek Miller. Miller 0 for 2 on the day with a walk and a run scored. Back in that 7th inning, he led that off with a 4-pitch walk from Fleet. Robert Shaw gets a new baseball, trying to keep it dry. So he comes set, gives a look at first. As he prepares for the first pitch to Miller, winds and delivers here. Curveball just stays inside. 1 ball, no strikes. The righty Robert Shaw comes to the Blue Crabs after not pitching in 2016. As he comes set here for the 1-0. The runner's off from first. Wiggins makes the throw down, but not in time, as Chris Nelson got a big jump there for his first stolen base since the 2015 season. Robert Shaw made his professional debut out of Tarleton State University. He was signed in 2014 by the Southern Illinois Miners of the Frontier League. He compiled a 3.62 ERA, picked up 53 strikeouts and 49 innings of work with the Miners, as he gets Miller to swing and foul one back here. After that outing, that year, he was signed by the Atlanta Braves organization for the 2015 season. He appeared in 22 games, picked up 2 saves and 41 strikeouts in 35 innings for the Braves high A ball. Miller gets a hold of one here to deep left field. Corey Vaughn drifting back at the track, makes a jumping play in front of the Educational Systems Federal Credit Union sign, as that one jumped off of the bat of Miller. But Vaughn able to run back onto the warning track and leap in front of the mini monster and make the second out of the inning. Great play out there by Corey Vaughn. Vaughn's been struggling at the plate, but his defensive prowess has made up for that, as multiple times throughout the year he's been able to track those down. He also has an outfield assist early in the season after last season leading the New Jersey Jackals of the Canadian American Association in outfield assists. So there's 2 outs now, and that'll bring up the number 9 hitter Anthony Johnsanti as Robert Shaw bounces a first pitch curveball. Wiggins takes that one off the mask, but able to keep it out in front of him and hold Nelson at second. Johnsanti 2 for 3, tripled back in the 7th inning. That scored Derek Miller, who led off the inning with a walk, and then John Santi scored himself on a single by Jeremy Barfield with one out in the inning. So 1 ball, no strikes as Robert Shaw comes set here to John Santi. Delivers a fastball low in the zone, a big cut, but nothing there as the count goes to 1-1. Robert Shaw for his career averaging just over a strikeout an inning, and coming into this game has 3 and 2.1 innings of work. Counts even 1-1 as he comes set. Gives a look at Nelson at second base. Kicks and delivers. Fastball shot into the right field gap. Zach Cohn got a good jump on it and is going to make the play to end the inning. So Britt Robertshaw comes in and works a scoreless top of the 8th. The Skeeters score none on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Blue Crabs coming up to bat in the bottom of the 8th, looking to put a few runs on the board with the top of their lineup and get back in the game. When we come back, you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network. Attention all Boy Scouts, Friday, June 23rd is Boy Scouts Night and Sleepover with the Blue Crabs, presented by Maryland 529. All Boy Scouts will be recognized during the game against Bridgeport and have the opportunity to register for the post-game sleepover on the field. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com, or you can call us at 301-638-9788. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to thank Apple Spice Junction for their sponsorship for the upcoming 2017 season. Be sure to check out Apple Spice's unique box delivery services with breakfast offerings ranging from pastries and fruit to gourmet eggs and seasoned potatoes. Or you can check out Apple Spice for lunch with sandwiches featuring freshly baked breads, fine meats and cheeses, and crisp veggies. Or you could try one of their homemade soups, healthy salads, or fresh baked treats. For more information on Apple Spice Junction, you can go online and visit their website at applespice.com, or you can check out their local location at 6750 Crane Highway, located in La Plata.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs are celebrating their 10-year anniversary in style this season at Regency Furniture Stadium in Waldorf, but they cannot do it without you. Fans can enjoy a day at their all-you-can-eat picnic pavilion in one of 16 luxury suites, or just relaxing with friends and family anytime at any of their 70 home games all summer long. The Kids Park keeps the kids happy and active, while Mom and Dad can enjoy great food and cold drinks all night before stopping in the newly redesigned and restocked Crab Shack souvenir store. Lights over Southern Maryland fireworks on select Saturdays, player autographs and kids run the bases on Sundays, and much more mean you're an honorary member of Crustacean Nation USA and you don't even know it. Call today at 301-638-9788 or visit somdbluecrabs.com for more information, schedules, to purchase tickets, or plan your next event.
Hey, this is Jesse Beal, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Blue Crabs trailing 5-1 as the leadoff man Gary Brown digs in. Takes a first pitch strike from the new pitcher, the lefty. As the southpaw comes set and delivers another called strike. Dustin Richardson in to pitch for the Skeeters. Andrew Johnston worked the 7th once again. That's his 3rd time in the series working the 7th inning. Kept it scoreless, picked up 2 strikeouts, giving up no hits and no walks in the inning. So the lefty comes set, delivers, check swing by Brown, didn't go around. Richardson 6'6", 220 out of Newton, Kansas. Through once in the series already. Pitching in game 2 as Brown takes a big cut there and goes down on strikes. To lead off here in the bottom of the 8th, Gary Brown now 0 for 4. It appears that will bring an end to his 5-game hitting streak. Danny Muno digs in, batting from the right side for the first time tonight and the first time in the series against Johnston. Muno 0 for 2 with a walk and a stolen base as he takes the first pitch there. As I was saying about Richardson, he came in, worked a scoreless 7th inning back on Tuesday, but Evan Reed came in behind him in the 8th and gave up a home run in the 3-2 loss for the Skeeters. Richardson pitched 1 inning. He gave up 2 hits, a single to Blank and a single to Danny Muno, before striking out Zach Wilson looking to end the inning. So he tries to throw a changeup here in a 1-1 count, and that one drifts away to bring the count to 2 balls, 1 strike to Muno. Muno's batting average has plummeted as of late, hitting just .209 now. He does have a home run that came on Saturday at Bridgeport, as he shoots one back up the middle here. A line drive that's going to hang up long enough in center field for Miller to make the play, and Danny Muno goes down as the second out here in the bottom of the 8th. That'll bring up the first baseman, Zach Wilson. Wilson 0 for 3, reached on an error back in the 6th inning. He had a towering pop fly to the shortstop, Prince, who drifted over, looked up into the pouring rain, got underneath it and camped. It hit the web of his glove before falling out. Wilson then advanced to third for the DH Mike Snyder, on the DH Mike Snyder's double, but was stranded there as with the bases loaded, a deep fly ball ended the inning. He's ahead 1-0 here as Johnston comes set, delivers a fastball that kicks off of the catcher's glove away to bring the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. Or 2 balls, no strikes, excuse me. So the big lefty comes set here, kicks and delivers 2-0, fastball that goes up and away from Wilson. As Zach Wilson looks to get on base once again for the big DH Snyder. So Wilson ahead, 3 balls, no strikes. Takes another fastball high and away here as Zach Wilson draws a walk and is aboard with 2 outs once again. So that'll bring up the designated hitter, Mike Snyder. Snyder 1 for 3 on the night with a double. That double is 5th of the season. That pulls him 1 ahead of Zach Cohn for the lead on the team. So he's got Wilson on first here. Blue Crabs trailing 5-1 as Snyder checks his swing, doesn't go around. Snyder doesn't need to try to do too much here as his run would make it just a 2-run game. He's just got to try to get on base as the Blue Crabs are going to have to try to get back in this 1 run at a time. It appears David Russo will come in to work the top of the 9th as he's up and throwing in the Blue Crabs bullpen. Snyder takes a fastball away here to even the count 1-1. Snyder's hit well against lefties this season. He's hitting .286. He has 2 hits and 7 at-bats against them as he shoots one up to the center fielder here. Miller drifting in, gets underneath it, down to his knees, but makes the catch to end the inning here as the Blue Crabs go down. They score no runs on no hits, no errors. Zach Wilson drew a walk. They leave 1 on base as Dustin Richardson works a scoreless bottom of the 8th. The Blue Crabs head to the 9th, trailing 5-1. When we come back, David Russo to the mound. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network. Attention all Boy Scouts, Friday, June 23rd is Boy Scouts Night and Sleepover with the Blue Crabs, presented by Maryland 529. All Boy Scouts will be recognized during the game against Bridgeport and have the opportunity to register for the post-game sleepover on the field. For more information on this or any other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or you can call us at 301-638-3682. 9788. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to thank Apple Spice Junction for their sponsorship for the upcoming 2017 season. Be sure to check out Apple Spice's unique box delivery services with breakfast offerings ranging from pastries and fruit to gourmet eggs and seasoned potatoes. Or you can check out Apple Spice for lunch with sandwiches featuring freshly baked breads, fine meats and cheeses, and crisp veggies. Or you could try one of their homemade soups, healthy salads, or fresh baked treats. For more information on Apple Spice Junction, you can go online and visit their website at applespice.com, or you can check out their local location at 6750 Crane Highway, located in La Plata.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs are celebrating their 10-year anniversary in style this season at Regency Furniture Stadium in Waldorf, but they cannot do it without you. Fans can enjoy a day at their all-you-can-eat picnic pavilion in one of 16 luxury suites, or just relaxing with friends and family anytime at any of their 70 home games all summer long. The Kids Park keeps the kids happy and active, while Mom and Dad can enjoy great food and cold drinks all night before stopping in the newly redesigned and restocked Crab Shack souvenir store. Lights over Southern Maryland fireworks on select Saturdays, player autographs and kids run the bases on Sundays, and much more mean you're an honorary member of Crustacean Nation USA and you don't even know it. Call today at 301-638-9788 or visit somdbluecrabs.com for more information, schedules, to purchase tickets, or plan your next event.
Hey, this is Justin DeFreitas, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as we head to the top of the ninth. Blue Crabs trail 5-1, and they go to the bullpen as David Russo comes in to keep the lead right where it is for Sugarland. He delivers a first pitch fastball inside to the leadoff man for the Skeeters, shortstop Josh Prince. Prince is 0 for 3 in the night with a walk and a caught stealing. Russo comes in after Britt Robertshaw worked a scoreless top of the eighth. Okay, pitched 1 inning, no hits, 1 hit, no runs, no strikeouts, and no walks. He gave up a single to Chris Nelson, who stole second but was stranded there. Russo delivers a 1-1 fastball that misses inside, 2-1. Russo, 5'11", 175, southpaw out of Monterey, California. As he kicks and delivers, that one's fouled back by Prince. On the year so far, Russo is 0-1 with a 3.86 ERA. His last outing came in the series opener against Sugarland. Gave up 2 runs in that game, including a home run. So that one comes inside and misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Russo worked the 10th inning of that game. The home run was to the first baseman, Chris Nelson, which put the lead at 5-3 for Sugarland in the 10th and allowed Felipe Paulino to come in and work a scoreless bottom of the 10th and get the save. That was the loss Russo has on his record thus far, as the 3-2 pitch misses low and away, and Russo allows a leadoff walk. On the year, he's pitched 4.2 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned. We mentioned those 2 runs. That was his second walk. He has 7 strikeouts and the 1 home run allowed. Here he comes set, delivers a fastball that tails away from the lefty, Lance Zawatsky. Blue Crabs bullpen has done well on the year so far. The ERA currently sits at 3.54 with the current roster, as Russo gets a fastball called strike here to Zawatsky. At home, the ERA out of the bullpen, 3.67, a little bit better on the road as they've given up just 4 earned runs and 11.1 innings of work on the road, 3.24. That fastball gets away from Russo as Wiggins has to dive to his left and make the stop. Bullpen struggled against Sugarland, though, in 8.2 innings of work. They've given up 5 runs in the series. They're 0-1. We mentioned the loss from Russo. The only bright spot is the save from Cody Epley as Russo drops in a changeup there to bring the count to 1-2. Epley came in and recorded 1 out. And the victory from Justin DeFreitas on Tuesday, picking up the save. Russo gets a ground ball up the middle here. Muno flips to Garcia, who flips on to first to Zach Wilson as a 4-6-3 double play gets David Russo out of the leadoff base runner. That'll bring up the dangerous left fielder Jeremy Barfield. Barfield just 1 for 3 on the night so far, I should say, with a sacrifice fly back in the first and a single in the 7th that scored Anthony Giansanti from third. That fastball from Russo tails away to the right-handed batter as Barfield's ahead 1 ball, no strikes. The lefty Russo comes set, kicks and delivers fastball low and inside to the big Barfield. Barfield stands in 6'5", 245 against the 5'11" Russo from the left side. So Russo behind 2-0. He delivers a fastball, misses inside to Barfield here, and the count goes to 3-0 as the rain continues to pour down around Regency Furniture Stadium. So Russo comes set, 3-0, delivers another fastball low and in as Barfield walks on 4 pitches. Russo never really attacked Barfield in the zone there, as that'll bring up a lefty-lefty matchup for him in the form of catcher Travis Scott. Scott's 0 for 3 on the night so far with a walk back in the 6th inning. His last at-bat, he hit a ground ball with runners on first and third to the second baseman, Danny Muno. Muno flipped it on to Edwin Garcia, who couldn't get it out of his glove to turn the double play, and that allowed Lance Zawatsky to score from third. Russo delivers a first pitch fastball, called strike over the outside part of the plate. As Russo comes set, Scott calls time here and steps out. If the score were to hold where it is, Darrell Thompson would get his 2nd loss in a row while giving up just 2 runs in both of those outings. So Russo kicks and delivers a fastball that misses away here, 1-1. We mentioned his last outing at Bridgeport. He threw 7 innings, gave up just 2, but was given the loss as the reigning pitcher of the year, Jonathan Albaladejo, was able to throw 7 scoreless. Scott takes a big cut there, fouls it back, counts 1-2. Tonight, Thompson threw 6 innings, gave up 2, but was outdone on the other side by Bobby Blevins, who came in for Zach Zinicola after just 1 batter in the game. Blevins threw 5.2 innings, gave up just 1 run, as Zach Cohn scored on a Patrick Palmeiro single back in the 2nd. Big cut there from Travis, who fouls it back into the glove of Ryan Wiggins. And he'll go down on strikes to end the inning. David Russo works a scoreless 9th with the help of a double play. He gives up no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Blue Crabs come up to bat, looking to tie the game in the bottom of the 9th. They're down 5-1 when we return. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Cancer and Blood Disorders Treatment Center in Waldorf is your new sponsor of the Silver Sluggers program on Tuesday nights all season long. Silver Sluggers members receive tickets to every Tuesday night game, including the 4th of July, a commemorative t-shirt, they get to play baseball bingo during the games, and much more. Guests can even learn more about how CBDTC can help you at their table located on the concourse every Tuesday night. For more information on the Silver Sluggers, visit somdbluecrabs.com. And for more information on the wonderful life-saving work that Dr. Milo and his staff do, call them today at 301-638-1007. Cancer and Blood Disorders Treatment Center. High quality, compassionate care, close to home. Blue Crabs fans, be sure to come out to the ballpark on Saturday night, June 3rd, as the Blue Crabs celebrate halfway to Small Business Saturday. On this day, the team will honor local small businesses by allowing them to showcase their goods and services on the stadium concourse. Then, post-game, the Blue Crabs will celebrate Halloween in June, inviting children and families onto the Regency Furniture Stadium field for a candy drop. That's right, a helicopter will fly in and drop candy all over the outfield for everyone to enjoy. For more information, visit somdbluecrabs.com or call 301-638-9788.
The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs would like to congratulate Jim Ed Warden on being named the closer on the Blue Crabs 10-year team. Warden was originally drafted by the Cleveland Indians in the 6th round of the 2001 MLB Amateur Draft. He signed with Southern Maryland in 2009, where he picked up 13 saves with a 1.12 ERA in 17 appearances. Over 6 seasons with the team, Warden appeared in 284 games and collected a Blue Crabs record 134 saves.
Hey, this is Cody Epley, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Baseball Network.
Back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as we head to the bottom of the 9th. The Skeeters lead 5-1, and they'll turn the game over to Evan Reed out of the bullpen as he'll lead off the bottom of the 9th facing Corey Vaughn. Reed delivers a fastball, tails inside to Vaughn. Vaughn 1 for 1 on the night. He walked back in the 4th. And ahead 2-1 in the count with runners on 2nd and 3rd was intentionally walked in the 6th. He's ahead of Reed, 1 ball, no strikes here. As Reed kicks and delivers a fastball high. Rain continuing to pour down as Vaughn tries to brush some off of the brim of his helmet as it's dripping down in front of him. Rain's gotten harder in the last few minutes here. As Reed comes set, 2 balls, no strikes, kicks and delivers another fastball, misses high. Starting to see a little bit of puddles between shortstop and third base here as the rain has steadily poured down since the 6th inning. We mentioned it's gotten a little bit harder here in the bottom of the 9th as Southern Maryland tries to mount a rally and get Darrell Thompson off the hook. 3-0 fastball, called strike here. That'll bring the count to 3-1. We've seen Reed twice already in the series as he pitched in Game 1. That one misses to Vaughn for a walk. That'll bring in Zach Cohn with a runner on first. I mentioned Reed pitched in Game 1. He threw a scoreless bottom of the 9th to send the game into extra innings. He ended up picking up the victory in that one. And then he threw the 8th inning on Tuesday. Blue Crabs were leading 2-1. He gave up a leadoff home run to the DH that night, Mike Snyder. As it appears the home plate umpire, Jim Clayton, has called time as the grounds crew comes out to do a little work on the field. We'll take a break here as the grounds crew's going to try to get this one finished up as the rain continues to pour down. We'll be back in a few. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network. So quick update here at Regency Furniture Stadium as in the bottom of the ninth, Southern Maryland trailing 5-1. They brought out the grounds crew to put a little turfus on and try to get everything done. But they're not quite able to get the job done as home plate umpire Jim Clayton has elected to cease play here. So we'll get back to you with any details we have as soon as we can. Again, Blue Crabs trail 5-1 here in the bottom of the ninth. You're listening to the Blue Crabs Baseball Network. back inside Regency Furniture Stadium, as due to the weather currently and the weather coming in this way towards Southern Maryland, tonight's game has been called. Final score will go down as the Sugarland Skeeters 5, Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 1. Win's going to go to Bobby Blevins, who came in relief of Zach Zinicola. Blevins threw 5.2 innings, gave up 3 hits, just 1 run. The loss is going to get hung on Blue Crabs starter Daryl Thompson. Thompson threw 6 innings, gave up just 2 runs, but that was enough of a lead for Sugarland, as they're able to take the series 3-1. The Blue Crabs head on the road for a 6-game road trip. They'll head to Long Island for 3 this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Tomorrow they'll send veteran right-hander Brian Grenning to the mound to face off against the Long Island's Tim Melville. Grenning on the year has not factored into a decision, 4.15 ERA. He's given up 6 runs in 13 innings. Melville for Long Island, 0-1 with a 4 ERA. He's given up 4 runs in 9 innings of work. They'll both make their 3rd start of the season tomorrow in Long Island. So the Blue Crabs are off to Long Island. They'll then head to Lancaster before returning for a 4-game set next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday against the Somerset Patriots. When we return from Somerset, a couple of exciting nights. Military Appreciation Night is coming up. That Thursday, of course, is Foster's Beer and Wings Night. Military Appreciation Night is Friday. Saturday, our first post-game firework extravaganza of the year will go off, as well as the lapel pin giveaway and the pennant to start our 10-year anniversary giveaway series. So stay tuned on the website, somdbluecrabs.com, to keep up with everything that's going on the 6-game road trip, and we will be back here next Thursday at 6:35 against Somerset as the Blue Crabs go on their 2nd road trip of the year. Once again, today's game has been called in the 9th inning. Final score, Sugarland 5, Blue Crabs 1. Sugarland takes the series 3-1. I thank you for joining me here at Regency Furniture Stadium. I'm Brandon Belanda, and we'll see you guys next Thursday.